Now man wants to ask questions in that.
Yeah. Hey, Ras. Yeah.
I'm fucking lying. I'm back here already, man.
I thought we didn't play the tune. You have to play the tune, man. You have to play the tune.
Oh,
yeah, man. Play intro tune.
No tune. No, listen. No tune that's gonna give man a copyright infringement. That's all I'm saying. So whatever.
Yeah.
Jez, look at my screen.
Set tripping, blood.
Jez, look at my screen.
Gotta be set tripping, fam.
I'm not looking at no screens, fam.
Look at my screen, fam. Look at my screen,
I was
fam.
looking at no screens, fam.
Look at my screen, fam.
Bad you, bro. Hey, Rico, what's wrong with you? Like, yo, bad you,
You're not dumb in that.
Look at my screen, guys. It's you, man. Then I looked at the screen and was like, fuck's sake.
Hey, beef, hey.
Fuck's sake.
The bandana, yeah? How are you going to drink the rear nephew through the bandana, bro?
You lift it up.
I didn't even see beef.
He just turned off. He just gonna turn off his camera. Anyway, cool. Let's go.
Say.
Yeah.
Go on, Mikey. Intro, man.
Gang, sorry, man.
Intro, man. Come on, play that.
So we're on a chat, innit? Come, Mike.
Hey, Beef, you're right.
The questions we were chatting earlier.
Beefy's ganging out in his
About
yard, you know? Fuck's sake.
man then went to Speaker's Corner on yesterday, Sunday, where there's a bit of excitement going on. Some people excited by the people that will turn up down there, hardly ever come. But us, man, a few of us went down there and felt there's a strange vibe down there. But I need people who were down there just to give us an outline of what happened up down at Speaker's Corner yesterday.
Yeah.
What we're talking about and the type of characters that were there, trying to align themselves with us and thing.
Let me get on this YouTube, man.
Let's chat about that, man. Who was up there? Who was up there yesterday, man? What was the energy like? What happened up there yesterday?
Boy, you know what? Let's go to Sniper because I feel like Sniper was there for the majority of it.
Yeah. What? Just before that, yo, big up everyone watching. We've got 10 people watching now.
Gang.
Yo, family, hit that like button, gang, and share the link in it. Share the link in your little groups, your little WhatsApp groups or whatever. Let people know Gang's live, and we're gonna be, you know, setting the thing straight. We're not here to create no division in our community, but we have to make where we stand as not as individuals, which is sometimes a bit different, but as a collective as well on what's been going on in Speaker's Corner. Because as many people know, we're active people who go to Speaker's Corner, and there might be certain things on both sides that people might not know where we stand. So we're just gonna make that clear. You know what I'm saying? We stand for the people. We stand for guiding a new generation. We stand for our community. You get me? Any forces outside of our community, you understand? Especially where there's no injustice. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for myself right now.
That's right.
But I'm sure most of them are with me when I say that.
That's right. We're here to guide a new generation.
Right now in the community, where that's where our community's energy should be going. It shouldn't be going to no Bobby Robinson to say that. You understand? And it shouldn't be going to none of these guys down at Speaker's Corner who have been trying to create a bad stigma for them for how long anyway. Because man, have to realise that before Tommy Robinson came along to Speaker's Corner, a lot of the Muslims down at Speaker's Corner was trying to fight the man them. And the man wasn't even trying to fight them. We're trying to guide a new generation. But now, it's like the chickens have come home to roost because they've got these men to deal with. You understand? But on top of that, we're seeing certain people kind of roll with them, man. I don't roll with Toby Robinson. Man, don't roll with I don't roll with them, man. I don't defend personally as respect. I don't defend none of them, man. Man's here for the youth, and man's here for man's own community, man's own. Anyway, let man them speak. Cause you know me, I'm a ranter. But yeah, share out.
It's true, man. It's good still. It's good still. Yeah, that's what we're here talking about, isn't it? Trying to give our energies to the youths that need that energy, to need that, to learn that control of their energy, that fire that they got in their belly, and start getting people to come together in solidarity. And that's why the only reason why I'm really even bringing up that Tommy Robinson is because yesterday when he come down the freaking park, there are people there supporting him and their ideology. But when we're looking to guide a new generation and do the same thing, we're not finding the same fire in the people's belly. People got other things to do that they find more important with their time. So we're about explaining what we're on, what we're about, what we're trying to do. At the same time, address these other clowns that are kind of jumping in, using energies that we've created even down at the park. Yeah, everyone agree with that? The energies that we've created and now people are jumping on.
100%.
What are you saying?
Obviously, man, know that before Gang came to the park, there was not really like no live vibe. You get me? Like for years, obviously, you had the same kind. You had Sarah, Gary, Big Bro, Kalam. They was the only black people that was really going down to the park. You understand? It's only through Sarah getting attacked. You understand? And obviously, Sarah being affiliated with Gabs. You understand? And then Gabs hollering at man. You understand? And then I come down there, and then Jeds come down there as well. You understand? And then when me and Jeds was there, we were just not even debating really. We're just like questioning, man, innit? With that, Jeds went on a little run still. Jeds made man do the Superman, like, you get me? Like we did, like, you get me? But then obviously we realized that we was getting too much confrontation. And you know what? We're some real G's. We roll, and the man that roll with man are some real serious people. So what we realized is we don't want to be giving no energy to confrontation, because when you roll with serious people do serious things. And man's not trying to waste no energy at Speaker's Corner and be doing no burn over Speaker's Corner when our youths are going through things, and we're the ones that can actually guide that generation to higher prospects. You get me? So that's what the gang's on. So basically, out of that whole thing, that's how the G Circle formed. Now the G Circle forming, like you had Ty, which has been going Speaker's Corner for over 30 years. You had certain elders, Arab elder, a black elder, one was 70 years old. And they were all saying they've never seen anything like this in Speaker's Corner. They've never seen such unity. They've never seen such camaraderie. They've never seen such brotherhood. They've never seen such solution seeking until the G Circle came, yeah? The Speaker's Corner, innit? That's what the elders are saying. You can go look on videos of Speaker's Corner and you will see it's just confrontation, division, and it ain't nothing building, innit? It's nothing that's going to build, nothing that's going to last for a long time, innit? It's a lot of egos. You understand? So that's what the elders were saying about the G Circle. Now, when that happened, yeah, obviously I've got love for all. Like, I'm not here to create no division. You see, Kalam, Big Bro, all of these man there, yeah. I'm not like man. I'm not a man, yeah. I'm a man that knows that man's not out here trying to fight my own, because there's a bigger enemy that man's concentrating on. You understand? But during the G Circle times, Kalam didn't bring out his camera and get excited and say, yeah, this has never happened in Speaker's Corner before. Like, and I'm not even trying to get on to man. Like I'm saying, innit, I'm trying to be as reserved as possible, innit. But man was very excited yesterday. You can see it on the video. Man's excited to see Tommy Robinson and bare guys. And we know that the core of his fan base came from EDL. You get me, being the starter of EDL. You understand? And he's never really condemned or really, you get me? He's not someone that's out here trying to highlight racism like Tim Wise. He's not that guy, innit. He's just got a problem with Muslims, innit. He's got his own ulterior motive and his own issue with Muslims. But I tell black people straight, like, just because they're not saying they got a problem with black people now, bro, you get me? Man, know that back in the day, them man there that had a problem with Muslims had a problem with the man them same way, bro. You get me, fam? So
what are you saying? So what are you saying? What are you saying about your Ras?
Yeah,
what are you saying about their agenda and our agenda? Because obviously they're looking out for black brothers and trying to impart knowledge on the man them, on people who come to Speaker's Corner. So what are we saying? Are they not on the same flex that we're on?
Books, can you just remind people to mute their mic? Sorry to cut in.
Yeah, so yeah. Please mute your mics if you're not speaking. I'm gonna keep muting mine every time I stop talking. But just to really, if you didn't hear me, I'm just saying is our agenda any different from the other comedians who are coming up to the park speaking and imparting knowledge or debating with these Muslims or followers of Islam?
Going down there, yeah. Don't do no security for no Tommy Robinson. You're not here for that, bro. You're not here to do no bird for Tommy Robinson to protect no Tommy Robinson. Man's not here to do no bird to protect none of these guys. Because remember, before Tommy Robinson came along, bro, a lot of certain man was calling them them monkeys and being outrightly racist. And making outrightly racist, and they don't love the man them. They ain't got no genuine love for the man them. So it's like, man's not on no side here. Man, it's not a side thing. Us, all the black youths and all of the man them from the roads and all of the man them that are gang and all the people that want to see the difference. Our crowd, innit? Our crowd. You know who you are, innit? The real ones, innit? The Jenners, the last of a dying breed. There's not a lot of us, but it's quality over quantity. You get me? all of you lot, yeah, don't get caught up in this whole source, yeah, and know that the gang is going to be down at Speaker's Corner next Sunday coming. We're going to be holding our own corner, and we need numbers in it. We need numbers. We need the real ones to come out, and we're not saying numbers to go confront no one. We're saying numbers to hold our own strength, because the way the thing's going right now is that there's so much numbers in other places. You know, people can lose their minds. You get me? And so we just need to hold our strength. You get me? So our ones, the ones who've been watching and not sure whether they should come out or not, we're not going down there to get impassioned. That's the first thing in it, because man's not here to try and lead none of my brothers to be doing no bids over no Speaker's Corner. That's not what we're here for. But we're
right, so the man then we were up there. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you.
Is that what you're saying, Jed?
The man's out up there last yesterday. Were there people up there for the G Circle that we should have been interacting with? The man that were there, Beefy or Jed, anyone who went down there? Mackie, you were there?
Yeah. Sorry, family. Yeah. Walk one. Yeah, there definitely was people that come up there to see, like, just to see us on a regular day. They didn't know that there was going to be so much activity up that day. I went off there on an off chance just to link up with man like Content, Beefy, Sniper. At the end, I purposely avoided the whole pantomime. I went there on the end to see Wagwan, and then I was told by people that were there that they come to see us. There was people that was actually genuinely look excited to see, man. Like, raw, gang, like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. And they're saying Wagwan, and they're telling me about what they experienced when they were down there, and it's not really a good look. So what I'm saying anyway, either way, is this Sunday we're going to be down there because we got narratives. Everyone's got narratives. Yeah, Big Bro, Sarah, and Kalam. 3 black brothers that, you know, they flirt with the idea of gang or you're a gang, but really and truly, them man are never put in no work here to help our movement in any way, shape, or form like that. And I got love for certain man, or I feel like certain man are cool. Let me not go too far, yeah. But just to reiterate on what Respect was saying, yeah, no, they don't give a fuck about us. So whether it's you that go to the park and all you want to do is try and dismantle Islam, or all you want to do is go and build up your own platform for yourself, or all you want to do is go with your own agenda, but it's got nothing to do with us as a collective, as melanated beings of the earth, original man, aboriginals, Alkebalanians, Africans, black people. However you want to, because there's many labels in it. If you don't want none of the labels, cool. But these lot have never been down for that. When I turn around, I ain't seen Big Brother for all fucking 60 years. Where's Big Brother been? 60 years I ain't seen the brother. Mama turn up talking about being big security.
So Jeds, let me ask you then. So do we feel then that we let down some of them youths that have seen what gangs movements are, watch a bit of content over everything, liked what they've seen, jumped on it underground, come all the way up to thingy, and then we weren't there.
We never told them it's going to be there anyway. So
what should they expect then for this coming weekend when we're
going to be there? Linking up? Get me? If they want to link, if people want to link up with us, to be honest, I'm not gonna play the game and pretend like, G Circle, if you want to link us, come down. There's many ways to link us. Yeah, we're all over the internet. We're everywhere. We're doing all kinds of different things, and more importantly, we're in the streets. We're in the roads. Where you live. We're in your communities. Gang has got a member from every community in the city. So if you read, and most of us are known people, we do stuff, we're active individuals. So if you do want to link up with us, don't ever think I'm telling you the only place you can meet us is this Sunday. But we are going to be there. And we are going to be doing what we do. If you, want to link up with us, then let's link up. That's a good place. People hit me up on Instagram. People hit me up on WhatsApp and all these. When's the next G? Where can we link up with you? Listen, you can link up with us anywhere you choose to. But we are definitely going to be there in the flesh on Sunday. That's for anyone that's got funny comments in the comments. Anyone that wants to find out what we're about firsthand. You don't want to hear secondhand information. Cool. And if you want to stand in solidarity for some guys that care about the community, this ain't about a YouTube channel. Yeah, this ain't about getting a following or getting monetized on YouTube or nothing like that. Yeah, this ain't about some Freemason club where we're doing funny handshakes and we're supporting people that don't make no sense. None of us ain't no TV actors. Yeah, we never got a check from the BBC or nothing like that. We're just free thinkers that are trying to represent for us. And if you're down with that, then come and fuck with us on Sunday. That's what I'm saying, innit? Yeah, come and meet us on Sunday.
Nice. So I'm just wanting to, you just put my mind somewhere where I'm thinking about the youths, them. I'm thinking about helping them out, and the real ones that are still on road doing their thing and that, yeah. And it's made me think about a little WhatsApp message that was going round. The one talking about, someone said it was written by a mum about, I think it's Tottenham and Wood Green and some beef going on road. There was a postcode type thing about that. Now, I know we've got a couple people who are from them ends in the group now, chatting now. What's their take on that message going out? Where's it from? Is it legitimate? Can we trust it? Is it something we need to pick up on? Is anyone, Maku, anyone, or from them ends that were mentioned, want to pick up on that?
Pick up on that. That's old beef.
All that WhatsApp
team. PS2 was that. You get what I'm trying to say, and CJ was in what's it called again? Grand Theft Auto, and everybody was flagging. The youths was doing that then. Now that shit's dead. Like it's still got division, but it's not what it said in the thing. Wood Green linking up with Edmonton and Grey Gang and Green Gang and all that. That's dead now.
Any WhatsApp thing, even if it was real, it's bullshit because it's guy snitching. You get me? That's dead as a WhatsApp thing going around for Metropolitan Police to get and all of that. You get me? Who just added fucking? Well, who put the link in discussions, fam? Anyway, yeah, that's on you, Jenna.
Did I put it in discussions?
Yeah,
go on.
I did. Wasn't I meant to?
Nah.
Go on anyway, man.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna deal with that now.
Cool, but yeah. So basically, yeah. What was the point? Yeah. So basically, the main thing I want to do, yeah, is hijack this energy. Because regardless of what WhatsApp message is saying, yeah, there's a reality in North London where our children are dying. You understand? And the ghetto youths, them are killing each other, and it's getting worse, innit? Now we can't change everything, and we can't save the world, but we can have our influence. And sometimes we underestimate the power of our influence as individuals, but more importantly, collectively. You know what I'm saying? So what I want us to do is use this energy, like Jedi said, from this whole because there's hundreds of people going down to Speaker's Corner right now. It's a hot topic. You understand? You have the Muslims. You understand? And when I say Muslims, I'm not like because my Akis, they're not really in them mix-ups, that the actual guys that are down there. But now you got real Muslims that are having to stand in solidarity with these other man because Tommy Robinson's like a known racist. So it's all a mad thing, innit? You understand, fam? It's all a mad thing that but that's what I'm saying. That's why it's completely nothing to do with us, innit? You understand? Because
so it's like, bro, we do need. I don't want to fly past that point because I know you was talking about Finsbury Park, North London and that books, yeah. But yeah, I do want to drive home the point, yeah, that differentiate our gang, guiding the new generation, giving niggas guidance. We want to differentiate ourselves. Unfortunately, at this point in time, with brothers like Big Bro, Callum, Sarah, yeah. And the reason I'm saying that is man is not going to interview any EDL guys to go and protect them in the alliance and that. Now, one of the explanations I heard from Big Bro was this, yeah, that if Tommy Robinson was attacked in Hyde Park at Speaker's Corner by the Muslims or whatever, the knock-on effect would be basically a massive fight where he feels the Muslims will come out worse. So that was his reasoning for creating a security firm on behalf of a racist EDL member. That don't make no sense to me. But the way I'm saying is, they put Big Brother's address out onto social networks, yeah, and it was the Muslims. Big Brother, Big Bro, let me finish. Big Bro cannot stand the Muslims. Sarah cannot stand the Muslims. Kalam cannot stand the Muslims. So how is it that you lot are doing a security job for this guy? Yeah, because you don't want to see the two rivals fighting or getting into any passer. What has that got to do with black people? If Tony Robinson comes down to Speaker's Corner and gets into the fight with these Muslims that have never aligned themselves with us, they've never supported us when we've been out here fighting for our youth to stop killing each other. When we were screaming about unity and African unity, they were saying we are racist. They said Africans can never unite. They were saying we were Nazis. And now all of a sudden you're caring about what happens to them if they get into fights with real Nazis.
Yes, and they was disrespecting you, man. They was disrespecting the Big Brother and them, man.
So that for me,
gonna do something. So
that argument don't stand up for me. I'm not feeling because what are you, the protector of Hyde Park? Bro, that's what police are for. Let them do their thing. You went and corralled young black men to go and be a spearhead security force to protect Tony Robinson.
Yeah, man.
That's what I was trying to protect.
Racist.
Nah, are you listening? Yeah, when I'm talking, yeah, understand that I've got the most respect and reverence for Big Bro. You get me? You can ask the man them. Even when man them have said to me, I don't know about Big Bro. I've defended Big Bro up until this point. You understand? Because I genuinely believe that Big Bro is genuine. Yeah. But right now, let me put in the source of Speaker's Corner. You understand? Because I'm screaming, I'm watching the video, I'm screaming at my screen, my brothers, fam. I'm saying, bruv, what do you mean man's gonna do security for Tommy Robinson? That's like man doing security for the KKK, fam. Man might as well start doing security for the CIA and the MI5. And where does it stop, blood? Like, we can't do these things, fam. Like, fuck the cameras, fuck the hype, fuck Speaker's Corner. You understand, fam? Us as black men, yeah, that stand for something and have young black people looking towards us, bro. Yeah, we have to know the affiliations we're making, bro. Yeah, and I know there's this whole enemy, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You understand? But really and truly, all of these like one thing someone showed man one time, yeah, and I stick with it to this day, yeah. They show man that we've all got energy in it. And we can either choose to give our energy to what we hate or give our energy to what we love, innit? You understand, fam? And you see our energy, me and my energy. I'd rather give my energy to the youths, them, and that I love. You understand? The little me growing up, and my future sons and grandsons and great grandsons, even when I'm gone, you understand? I'd rather try to leave a legacy for them than use all my energy fighting all of these outside enemies, fam. Like it's gonna create anything. Like, okay, man's gonna, bro, this whole Islam, Christian, rare debate, it's been going on for over 1,500 years. The same time these Muslims are having fights with these Tommy Robinson, they're fighting the Shias as well, and they're chasing Shia youths. That's Muslim.
That's real. That's real, man. And I hear that. But Maku,
one second.
I want to hear from you. Because you were down there.
I'm Rico's rants today still.
I respect quickly. Can you Malone's asking for an ad or that. Can you sort that out, please, if possible?
Yeah. It's King's 4, I think, right now.
Cool, but just put him in the queue or just give him the link or I don't know.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, with the Zayn, the Shia youth was disgusting, fam. You get what I'm saying? The problem is that these Muslims had created a narrative via Muhammad Hijab and their Dawah team and blah, 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 who have their own agenda. Yeah, he started with Twitter and Instagram, putting up message, but trying to bring us in slyly. You get what I'm saying? By saying, these black supremacists, Kemets, linking up with Tony Robinson and blah, blah, blah. So, you're inciting a situation. Do you get what I'm saying? Just by your mere words and your social media power. You get me? Because remember, these guys have huge followers, 30,000, you know what I mean? So it's a matrix thing. Do you get what I'm saying? But what I didn't like here, because they got basically punched up by these right-wing people, they wanted to take it out on all the people they had angst with, basically. So that was the day to take it out on the Shia brother, because he was on his own, minding his own business, and man called man a terrorist, and man proved it by pulling up evidence on his phone on videos that he's commented about, and then he actually said, yeah, I did say those things. So in reality, yeah, Abdul Hamid, the brother was right calling you a terrorist, fam. You know what I'm saying? But what happened afterwards was complete madness. They chased him around the park thing, they assaulted him. Do you get what I'm saying? Man was bleeding and all that. And then switched on him when he told the feds, he went up to the police, and told them that, he told the police that he will pick out the guy who assaulted him. So obviously the rest of the Muslims that were there, a lot of them that I know, you get me, and they let man down, you get me, were on the thing like, yeah, he's a snitch, blood. Look at him snitching, he's a snitch. How can you, man, talk to this guy? See, there was a lot of narrative towards us about, you know, not picking a side, to be honest. Do you get what I'm saying? But we control the narrative. We control the narrative. You're not going to manipulate us with no, I mean, you're not intelligent enough. That's a fact. You know what I mean? You have a religious paradigm and we have an open mind. So, you know, but, you know, their culture forces them to do that. You go to any Asian shop, no disrespect to Asians, but they got that old uncle in there. You got what I'm saying? Old granddad's in there to watch the school kids when they come from the school run, you know what I mean? If they don't teeth from the shop, you got what I'm saying? So this is part of their culture. Whether they just took on Islam the other day is another story. But anyway, far from religion, just the Zayn thing I felt was disrespectful, and also it made them look bad. Do you get what I'm saying? This is an opportunity for you to fight against your so-called enemy and oppressor, and you chose to fight your own Shia brother. Mad thing. Drop me out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was big still, man. You got all here still. Everyone can hear everything clearly, yeah?
Yeah, I can add. And that's mainly to highlight, bro. It's got nothing to do with us, fam. Cause man's not catching no birds over these little youths and their little passes, their little 1,000-year-old passes and that. You understand, fam? Man just got to hold man's corner and keep on building for our community, bro. Don't get caught in the source, fam. Don't get caught in the source of giving your energy to Tommy Robinson, fam. Think about it, man. He's not relevant. He's completely not relevant in our community. You understand? It's like we're giving him relevance, but we also they're also co-signing and giving man power in that, and that's man's not with that, fam.
Can I say one thing though? There's multiple agendas going on here. That's what we're trying to expose and trying to show as a truth. Do you get what I'm saying? There's multiple agendas going on. Yeah, you saw the Muslim agenda. Do you get what I'm saying? You saw the Christian agenda. They just carried on doing their speaker's corner, an atheist and whatever. You know, there's a lot of agendas going on here. You've got Tony Robinson with his own agenda. You've got Big Bro with his own agenda. You've got Callum with his own agenda. You get me? You got Sarah with his own agenda. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of agendas, paradigms, sectarianism.
When it suits man though, Mike, yeah. Man's gonna try to scream out some. They're gonna try to scream out, oh, the community, oh, black people, oh, rare. When it suits, man, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a lie.
I didn't see what anyone did that yesterday to represent me. Right. No one was representing me or my people out there.
That's
like, not in that capacity. So if you're gonna say you went to play peacekeeper and security force, bro, a bare policeman there to do that rascal job. You stupid. Tony Robinson himself came down with how many motherfuckers were there to support him? So why did he need
security
black man to be like his elite guard?
Come on, fam.
Yeah, straight up.
Who doesn't need us, fam?
Don't need us, fam. So you put yourself in a position
for Big Bro. 1 minute, Jed. Do you think Tony Robinson's gonna do security for Big Bro?
No.
You think he's gonna do security for Kalam?
No.
You think when Kalam goes through the road, he's gonna say, "Oh, Kalam's here." Oh,
no, to be fair, he did,
Kalam.
Yes, he did.
You think they're gonna do that, fam? You know why? Because they got respect for themselves. They got respect for themselves. I don't want to get too passionate about this.
Yo, can I say something?
Gang.
Yo, gang. Well, go on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you're clear. Go for it, bro.
I was just saying, man might want to get one of them man to speak on it, innit? And see, let them at least explain their point to see what angle did they feel like they was coming from or whatnot.
We could definitely do that, or we could just not.
I say man just not.
I'll be honest with you. I want us to control the narrative. So let's talk our version here right now. You get me?
The point. Yeah. You know what? That's what comments are for. That's what the comment section is for.
Let them go research and go in the comment section.
Yeah, man. That's what the comment section is for. Because before this, they weren't trying to jump on no show with us. So we not care. You get me?
Yo, you know what I don't get? Yeah, how these men so quick to jump up for Tommy? Yeah, but what about the youths? Them how come they're not running to fucking Tottenham and these areas, bro?
They're not running to Tottenham because they don't concern them.
I mean,
they don't concern them. There's no. There's no Masons to back
Blood,
up.
I flew down from Birmingham, but when I seen that fucking Sarah was getting pressured, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just for that presence there to
Do
make
you know how much man jumped down for Sarah?
Yeah.
Bear man turned up for Sarah.
Yeah.
Like, not me, but Bear man did. You get me?
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's
because you
not
saw what you perceived to be your own reflection going through something, and you're like, you know what? I can be there and assist.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is, how many G circles has the man them done? Yeah. How many things have the man them done? We ain't seen none of these clowns.
Right. Straight up.
And forget about G circle. Forget about gang. I just don't see them man there doing anything for the youths on the roads. And I'm not saying they don't, but I don't see that. But what I do see is man shaking that. Bruv, Kalam was the first person to shake Tony Robinson's hand when he got out of the van. And he said, "Oh my God, you're so well done.
Hold on, my G. Say that again, please. Say that again. I'm not sure I heard you correctly. Did you say Kalam what?
Kalam was the first person to shake Tommy Robinson's hand when he came into the park. He was the first person.
Are you listening?
That was the first hand he shook was Kalam's hand. And Kalam was, hey Tommy, well done, Tommy. That's what he's screaming.
Are you listening? Okay, so hear this now. Hear what Raspbert's got to say now, yeah? Because, man, you know, man, me, I'm on the solidarity thing. I don't even want to be talking. I told the people straight, everyone listening, yeah? Like, even I'm probably going to kick myself tomorrow, yeah? Because I don't really like attacking my own, like, or even giving energy to
no attack.
Because the real devil man, that's what always happens. Man end up fighting Kalam, and the real devil man's laughing same way, you get me? So I'm not going to make this thing about the man them, yeah? But on a real one, Kalam is in the park calling some of our black brothers that are in Islam, yeah? Calling them slaves to their Arab slave masters. And I'm not going to lie, it's not all black Muslims, because if you go to South London and them Arabs come there and try to say anything to them youth in South London, they get the head bust right open. They ain't got no slave master principalities amongst the man them on the road. You understand? But in the park, I have seen for my own eyes, yeah, a superiority complex, yeah, and for my own eyes, I've seen have certain traits that make me think, man, like, you this man.
Someone mute their mic.
Like, but what I'm saying is,
keep the mic muted, man. Keep the mic muted, yeah, when you're not speaking. Thanks.
For Kalam to go and call these man Arab slaves, you understand, and all of that, and call Hussein, you get me, and all of these here Arab, bro, he has to realize, blood, that's the same way you look for them man Tommy Robinson right now, blood. Oh, master, can I shake your hand? Can I just touch your skin?
I respect. On the flip side of that, yeah, because you mentioned Hussein, yeah, you got a man like Hussein. All right, cool. So yeah, Kalam has been calling certain black Muslims slaves to their Arab slave master. He's had some reason to say it. I've understood. I think we've all used, or there's been terms like that has been bandied around. However, Hussein on the flip side was saying to Kalam yesterday, how come you're on that side and you're not standing with us? How come you're standing with the racists? So what I want to say to Hussein is, rah, Hussein, but hold on. You was trying to knock Kalam out not long ago. So like, and you're like, Kalam's a snake and Kalam's that. Me and Respect brought you into the G circle, yeah, and tried to do conflict resolution. And you refused to resolve that conflict you had with him publicly. You said you're not going to do it. So if you know you got issues with the brother and you don't fuck with him, why do you care what side he's standing on? Why you can't now say, oh, how come you're not standing with me? Because me and you don't get along, bro. You don't fuck with him. We tried to get man to unite on the strength of black brothers, yeah, and man wouldn't do that. Get me?
For real, man.
So when the racist guy comes in, or the anti-Islamic guy, because he's not wearing his racist hat, even though we know he's racist, he's not wearing that hat today. He's wearing I'm against Islam and I'm against freedom of speech. And you guys want Kalam to come and stand with you. There's too much confusion going on. There's too much confusion.
Man.
I'm not going to stand with you, man. And I could easily stand with you, man. I'm not going to stand with you, man, for the simple fact of when it comes down to our issues, African issues, black issues, melanated issues, you man are not even there for us. You don't care what we're doing and you never support us. You got man like Abdul Hamid saying, whatever you do, I advise all Muslims to avoid the G circle. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to do something specifically for black and African people. Yeah? And you didn't like that. So you're telling Muslims to stay away. Now you want man to stand in solidarity with you against EDL. We'd be down for that. Man. We'd be down for that. But man keep putting their religion in there. And fam, come on, man.
Is anyone else?
Me, I've done Chase Tommy Robinson, fam. You can't tell me Tower Hamlets, Central London. That's what my thing was on. Before I was on this build up my community, man, just anytime I heard EDL was going somewhere, I used to just leave my yard. You get me? Because I fight for my people and chase some crazy ballers out of town. Yeah? And anytime I done it, I was obviously Tower Hamlets and I was standing in solidarity with the Muslims. Now, I gotta say, the Muslims that man was standing in solidarity with there are different sorts of Muslims because they're more politically affiliated Muslims. So, like, they're just different from the speakers calling Muslims who are more in a division. Politically, a lot of these respect people like Malcolm X and all of that. If you go to the grassroots of any community, whether it's white, Asian, no matter what, they all respect Malcolm X and all of that on a revolutionary level, innit? You understand? So there was a different connection. Now, we chased EDL all up and down the town, fam. I've stood in solidarity with the man them, fam. You understand, fam? So it's not a thing where man's saying that man's, but I'm saying that at this part, yeah, the substance of the core people that will be wanting to see this division at the park, fam, they're not man's people, fam. You understand, fam? Like, and I'm telling all my Muslim brothers as well, yeah, stay out of it, bro. Stay out of it. Stay out of that source, blood, Aki. I'm telling you. Stay out of this whole thing. Don't get burdened for this foolishness, blood. You get me?
The funny thing is, though, Res, it's easy to say stay out of it, yeah? And I know where you're coming from. The problem is, them man, they are getting called out directly. So, I can't actually say to a Muslim to stay out of that thing with Tony Robinson. Because he's at your religion and your beliefs. So that's between Uno. I get that, yeah? I do get that. Man could even defend your beliefs because for me, I got so many Muslim bridges. It's easy for me to stand on the front line and defend my brother. But when I defend you, and then when I'm saying, it's time to now help the youths in the roads, and you're saying, oh well, the only way is through Islam, or if you don't believe in Muhammad, then you're not my brother. And rare. If you start coming with that kind of divisive speech, there's no way I can stand with you.
That's real.
So how can we as gang use, because this is a lot of energy being given to this this Tommy Robinson, and we've spoke about how we sort of grew from being down there and being involved in these debates. How do we as gang use to find some solutions for our youths that are suffering out on road?
So basically, I think Jedi touched on it. It's an energy thing. Masses of people are looking there. Masses of people are going there. There was youths that was there, our brothers that was there, that ended up getting drawn into doing security for Tommy Robinson.
Bro, I can't get over that, man. I can't get over that.
It's real life, man. Now, when them man they are going home and actually looking back on what they done, even them man are pissed off with themselves right now, you know. Some of them might even one of the 48 watching the thing.
Yeah.
Yo, blood, it's true, you know, fam. You get me, man? Don't want that on man's CV. Trust me, fam. Yeah, that's not helping man's G code on this man's GC, man. G. Yeah, like, so obviously these times now, all we've got to do is be gang in it. Like one time we was asking one young to be asked like around the circle what the gang should do, like constructive criticism. And the youngest member there said, let the gang be gang in it. You understand? And the way we got to becoming gang was just being gang. And that's what we do best. So we're just gonna go there and be us in it. We got the young G's that have come to the G circle, yeah. They're actually orchestrating the next G circle. So we got a young G by the name of Glitch, who's a dancer, and we got another young G by the name of Javonte. Now Javonte's saying he might not be able to make it down, but I'm definitely gonna have a hangouts. We're definitely gonna have a hangouts with Javonte and Glitch, so they can at least come together to have some sort of influence on how to push this thing out. And we're gonna be behind that. You understand? We're gonna hold our own corner, and we're gonna use that space to talk about whatever issues that are facing our own community. I feel like the North London and the whole postcode thing right now, I feel like that's something that we definitely should be giving energy to. So rather than, so anyone that goes down for the energy of Tommy Robinson, we're gonna say, yeah, man, this Tommy Robinson, you know, cause we don't need to give him no energy. We don't need to give the racist Arabs no energy and be debating them, which is the reason why we started the G Circle. We don't need to be debating the black people that don't, like, that on either side, man, not even debating them, man, you understand? We just need to be taking all that energy for the ones who want to. That's the thing. yeah, and building back the community. You understand, and let it come back to our community. Cause this is crazy, fam. This is outrageous. This is preposterous.
Hey. Now that being said, yeah, who wants to get into some videos?
Yeah.
We got there's a lot of evidence we're talking about this thing, respect, yeah, and some of the people watching this may not even have seen the event, so there's bare videos on the internet we could pick from.
I got a few favorites.
Let me say.
I know you're gonna go to that. Take away the show.
All right, what? All right, this one's too quiet. Let me find the other one that I like, though. Yeah.
Yo, let me say one thing.
Come on,
I said a point, you know, about the youths. Them might feel like a bit down, cause it was on the security for them, man.
Was it what?
That still for doing the security for him, and it, like obviously they got manipulated into doing something that they didn't really know they was doing.
Yeah.
And that still falls on them, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
You get what I mean? Cause they just flipping manipulated, man.
Yeah, they have been.
Cause there's certain man there that they weren't there to fucking, you know, they only was there to meet up with man them, and true say man weren't there.
So we got a bit of responsibility there, then you're saying.
Nah, man. It's nothing to do with us.
I don't know why I still feel a bit guilty though, fam. I'm thinking that we should have been there, and then they wouldn't have been so easily sucked in, because I know full well I would have been standing in front of no Tommy Robinson, or I'm standing in my camera film whatever he's got to say. I'll give 2 hoots. You get me?
I think it was just timing, innit?
Bro, man's got to get himself away from them events there, innit? You understand? That at the next G Circle, man, just make it clear that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So what do you think about Still Malone, man? What thoughts on this Tommy Robinson coming down and everyone seeming to, or them man that we see down there jumping up and down for him?
I don't have the fucking the mind juice to give it any fucking fuel, fam.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be real with you, bro. I'm in the ends where my little young G's are dying. I'm sinking spiritually right now in my own ends for what's going on around me, King. Like, I know I'm speaking to the little drillers. I'm speaking to them. The day after it happened, I'm with them. Man could have got bored up in a room amongst them by myself. You know, like, cause I get passionate. And man mistake my passion for anger certain time. And I know, I'm still trying to articulate how I speak. You understand me, King? Yeah? Cause I got a lot of things I want to say, but I just don't know how to say it certain time. So, man spoke to him. I didn't really laugh about 3 hours to wear blood. Man, the youth that I was speaking to, because they're active youth, the youth who dead the day before was shot in his head, they were a man that was standing beside my man. I know the full story. I know from the mouth of it. I'm saying to you, fam.
Yeah.
So I spoke to them the day after, because where they're fresh, you know, like their boys died the day before. I'm not really thinking too straight. I'm just I'm passionate and I'm speaking from my heart, expressing myself to where man got their backs up a little piece. You get me?
Yeah.
I'm no king. There's no need for that, you know, brother. Because fam, I love for you, man. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna rush me in this room?
It's real, fam. It's real.
Fam. But it's not that, fam. When man had a deep conversation with cuz. It ended up where one of the youths there, he started boiling because the power was that real. And he told me straight in it. From him telling me blood, man's a top striker and man's been bored 11 times on 3 different occasions, and I put the most work in and rare and prop his thing. He's come and told me, dog, man don't want to do this, fam, innit? But man living it, man wake up to it, go bed to it. He's bro, I know young G, I've been there, cuz.
And meanwhile, next man has got voices. Next man that could be speaking for these youths are going to fucking do security for some EDL man. It don't make no sense.
You know what it is, my brother? I hear you, but it's even them man there, yeah? We have to understand, King, yeah? It's a time thing, Jeds, innit? And we're from a different, you see, us blood. Them man there, they filter through that generation where the last ones, innit? They're not no generals on this side of the fence, King. Like, this side of the fence, I don't see no grey area, innit?
Big bro is. He actually is. That's the thing.
No Sarah,
not kind of.
I got a lot of respect for Big Bro, innit? But what I'm trying to say, look, Big Bro's got his opinion on why he done what he done, innit? He's got his view on why he done what he done, innit? But whether we condone it or not, that's his thing, innit? Cool. Yeah? So we might rate a lot more of the things that he does do over what he's done yesterday or the other day, innit? Yeah? But I'm not saying they're not for this thing, but what I'm saying, bro, we're giving it too much energy, King. Like, there's, like, I don't know, innit? I don't know how much energy's been given, but I'm just saying, blood, it ain't even worth even fueling, fam.
Nah,
like,
you know what the point of this was? I agree with you, bro. I think we're definitely on the same page. The point of this quick show was just to certify and clarify what our position was, versus other brothers that they see down and speak, because we get lumped in. If you look at one of the comments now, you'll see one of the comments under the video is, I got bare love for Sarah, Kalam, Big Bro, Respect, Jedi. Like they lump us all in.
All together,
But we have to overstand that though, Jebs, innit? Because just like on the road, when a description for a robbery gets put out there, they'll close down a fucking a 15-year-old for a shop window, and it wasn't even a you know what I mean, fam?
Yeah.
We always get looked at that way anyway, fam. Look at the picture, kid. You get me? Go from the 5th floor to the 18th floor in the tower block, and now man can see the other ends. Now man can see the up block. You know them one day.
It's still slander though.
See, I definitely agree with you. But
hey, fam,
you know what it is though, fam, yeah? Even you, Malone, I know you know this, yeah? Like, I hear what you're saying from, but when certain people do certain moves, I feel it's important to just clarify for anyone that's got it mistaken. This is here on the record. We didn't fucking with that move. Now, we ain't going to spend the next 6 months talking about this.
Fully. But all man do,
today, we're going to give it a little piece of energy, but we're also more concentrated on the other factor, what you were talking about, which is the youths on road. This is why we're doing this video. Because we're saying, fam, if them man, they can get that energy. Look, when we start playing the videos, I don't know if have you seen any of this shit, Malone?
Yeah, I see fucking, what's my man's name? Mike's is done,
yeah, Omar.
Hey, blood, it's the G. I said it's into the bill.
Yo, Jed, go into it, man. Let's see some of that, man. Let's see some of that, fam.
That's a classic.
Let's see some of that, fam.
Yeah.
Movie time.
What did you
I beg everyone, just put in the mic, yeah? Put your mute on, yeah?
Let me reload that.
Can't even see it, blood.
Oh, you can't see it?
It's kind of frozen on my screen.
What's Mohammed Hijab doing?
Shit was popping off. Bloody hell.
Hey, fam. It's beautiful to watch, though, isn't it? You know what? I see that though, cuz you know how we gotta look at it as well, fam. Yeah, look at the flight when we went out there as a unit for the first time, innit? Like on the 1st and 2nd March, innit? And it's our first time of us coming together out on the street. And look how we just naturally formed, and you get me, King? Like we had little differences, but we handled it in a different way. Because you know what, fam? It makes me look at us now in a brighter light of, right, you know what? Maybe man was a bit harsh, man looked at certain things a certain way, but you know what? We did show organization because we still spoke about it, we still dealt with it, but you know what I mean? Like, look at them, man. There, we got to learn from them and show that we're doing well, fam, innit?
Exactly, man, and that's what I think. I think what I took from that protest as well is that we were there together. We were there as a unit. Still, you get me? And when you watch these sort of things and then the mess that's going on here, we realised that we got to really take control of our narrative. And we did that at the protest. But we're going to have to do that even when we go up there this Sunday. We're going to have to take control because this is the type of shit they're going to try and push on, man. They're going to try and push man's buttons. You get me?
Kicks. What's that? What's all that?
It kicked off, man. Look.
Hey, go back to that. That's like WF out there, bro.
Whilst we're watching, anybody that was there, please explain what's going on because I know Mac, I know you was up there, Beef, you up there. What was going on, fam? What was going on at these bits there?
Is this the white, the EDO lot versus the Muslim lot? Yeah.
Yeah.
What, and they just started rocking it like.
Yeah, I weren't there yet. I ain't
Well, they did rock it out, but like it weren't nothing too major. You know this? It's what they call skirmishes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, little skirmishes, like quick little skirmishes.
Right now was before Tom Robinson came. This was when the EDL people came and the Muslims went and confronted them. That's what happened.
I never see no ambulance, no nothing. No one got laid out. No one got the one bang, like the one sleeper. No one went sleep. No one went night. They're just scuffling and just get me.
If you're about it, you don't want them to bust one of them sneak attacks. Hold on, did the man just lick the man?
Did you see that?
No, I missed it, bro.
Watch this. Bam!
Oh, shit.
Abdul Hamid is on it still. He's on it.
Oh shit! It was going on.
Yeah, these
so Lucky, Beefy, you were there during that bit. So why did this kick off? What was going on there, man?
What happened was when the EDL members came, the Muslims on one side of the park, and the EDL guys on one side of the park. And then Muhammad Ajab got very clever and smart, decided to get all the Muslim brothers together and said, let's go confront them. But when they went to confront them, they got a smackdown. They didn't like it. Basically, that's what happened.
Yeah, I heard man got clapped.
Was it on the same side of the park? But then Muhammad Ajab passes himself up, gets the brothers together, said, let's walk down to them and confront them. When they went to confront them, didn't come out good for them. So,
Fam, that's football, man. They do that weekly. You know what I'm saying?
So they start, they do it on a Saturday afternoon with their son, with their 12-year-old son behind them. You get me? So that's nuts. So that man went to start it and got dealt with as well.
They fought there.
But no one's going to confront them. If it was all about free speech, if you all agree on free speech, why are you going to confront them for?
Yo, go to the comments. So we see what I've gone for the comments.
Go for it, family.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's see.
Go for it.
Can I have all of you? What I'm saying, what we're trying to do is clarify our position. The reason why gang meet up at the park. And what we're trying to do in comparison to what the other brothers were doing there, who people associate with us. So let's go through the comments and see how much of an effect them being there, standing in front of Tom Roberts, how much that's affected gang. How much that's affecting our guide in the new generation. Let's go through some of those comments. Read them out, please, Jed, because they're a bit small on the screen for me.
I've got them here.
How much our guide in the new generation. Let's go through some of those comments.
Hello.
Jed, because they're a bit small on the screen for me.
Hello. Who's that?
Oh, you know the man that normally talking. You know the man that's normally talking this grease, yeah? Like, you lot will not be ready when the wrath of the Muslims come down on you. When they're talking about us black youth.
Yo, whose thing is that? Is that my thing?
You lot will not be ready when the wrath of the Muslims come down on you. When they're talking about us black.
Mute the mic, man. Mute the mic.
Someone's got their YouTube loud. Someone needs to mute their YouTube channel. Yeah, what I was saying is, like when they used to talk about gang, and they used to say like, you lot can never come across the Muslims, come against the Muslims. Not like we wanted to, but that's what their perspective was. If you did, you'd feel the wrath of Islam and and you lot would not survive anywhere, and all that big talk. Now the white guys came down to the park and were punching man in their face, fam. Punching man in their face. You got this look, yeah. You got the man was getting punched in the face, and like I said, I didn't see no white guys knock out, no white guys on the floor. What I did see was stuff like this, where, as far as I'm concerned, Muslim versus Muslim attacks were going on. Look.
That's Muslim against Muslim, isn't it?
Yeah. They ended up chasing him down through the park, tripping him over, and kicking him up.
What you saying, man? Like Tan was there as well.
Yeah, Tan was getting slap up as well, but not the EDL guys. The EDL guys weren't getting slap up like that. Little skirmishes, but no one weren't saying directly, right, let's rock it out. But obviously they were outnumbered and they would have lost. But they had a lot of preparation time to come down. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't really know what I've gone, but this shows how man really is. Because I swear down, I'll be knocked out. Face all mashed up, like I got a story to tell. Yeah, I got broke up by me.
If it was the man them, and we had the Muslim numbers there,
come on, fam.
Came for us, it would have been curtains for them cousins.
What do you mean? Curtains?
Oh no.
They'd have the riot police for us, rude boy. Riot police would have been there if we were there in them numbers.
Yeah, that
Riot police would have been there
number
beforehand.
they had.
Yeah, man.
Them man, they wanted to be moving the same way, fam.
There's a reason why the man them weren't there, yo. Trust me.
Yeah. See what they done to him? See Ali Dawa. Watch Ali Dawa. Titan. Watch Ali Dawa Titan. Look. Watch him. Move back. Move back. You see the way I would have bit off Ali Dawa's nose? Why are you touching me? Because it's Ali Dawa that has been working with Tony Robinson, fam, yeah, to create this whole little narrative that brought Tony Robinson down to the park. And when Tony Robinson was addressing the Muslims getting to debate him, he's talking about Ali Dawa. No doubt these guys are all fucking working for the same people.
All right, let me tell you what's happening right now, yeah? Let me tell you what's happening right now. In order for views and hype, yeah, for Ali Dawa and them lot, it is lovely if there's a lot of Muslims fighting Tommy Robinson and them lot. Because you know what? It's mobilizing the Muslims to fight for a common cause, you get me? So that's what they're
mobilizing the white folks to fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
On the other side, you got the white people doing the same thing, and you got black people. You understand? Jumping on the same hype. Yeah. But man's in the comments right now. I need to bring Gabs in still. Big up Kiss Fence. You get me? Big up yourself, Emperor. Big up Gabs, but
I respect.
Can't say this, but no one can't say that man was
I respect.
There's no link up, fam.
I respect.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
What happened?
Look at this.
I can't see.
Look. Man said, shocking. Speaker's Corner Omar attempted murder on officer.
Oh, these are mad.
Yeah, man said Omar benefits Bin Laden. No, my God. So what I would like to say
got rendered.
The only thing I find funny about this is like oh my God, they got another one. And the only thing I would say is it's funny because these men are from the same ilk. They make videos about each other. Yeah, they use slander, they use lies, they use the same tactics. See how they run to the internet to defame each other. Yeah, look at this attempted murder on officer. You know. Come on, man. I got.
Omar done the realest thing there.
Yeah, I know.
Like him.
I don't even rate them, but I rate the little movie still.
All good for us, bro.
Done the realest thing there still.
Did you see the disclaimer they put on it? Disturbing images.
Cops of the ops.
They're mocking him.
Man done no cops of the ops.
Watch this. Watch Omar.
Get ready. You see, try to run as well.
Yo, we're gonna wrap this show up in the next 10 minutes. And I think the man we're gonna start another one.
Where the Aki brothers defending him? Yes, ops. You know what I mean?
Oh, whatever, bro.
The Fed is funny, but he's trying to get his insurance. 20 bags from.
Sick pay.
Yeah, keep playing. Listen to the black guy. Listen to the black guy.
Yeah, he should have been arrested a long time ago. Fucking cockney.
And what I was calling him a monkey in Brixton prison.
I said in Brixton prison.
That policeman needs to get an Oscar to see his acting skills. Oh,
no, he's a little fam.
Batty man.
Lick him harder.
There's a bit of a delay there. There's a slight bit of a delay there. He didn't do it perfectly though, but the screen was good effect.
He flopped. I'm being sarcastic.
Hey, how did Callum get all those angles on one phone?
I don't know. He's just running around. He was just excited, man. He was having so much fun.
That wasn't Kalam. That wasn't
I Beefy.
Kalam didn't record that. Kalam didn't record that.
I Beefy. Can you see this? Can you see this?
Yeah.
Can you see? Yeah. Freedom of speech event at Speaker's Corner. Can you see the thumbnail?
Yeah. I just hold the mic filming, bro. That's how we do it out there, bro.
Let's see what they got.
Yo, Gabs wants to get into explain still, but I swear I added you, Gabs.
Yeah, let him in, man. Let him in. Let him explain while he was security. I want to know about his security.
What was Gabs security? Gabs was doing security for Tommy Robinson. I didn't see Gabs there. I didn't see Gabs there.
I saw Gabs there.
Who's that coming on?
Okay.
Who's coming on there?
Gabs.
Younger Titans.
Bro, I'll put no, don't say that. Gabs is my G.
You know Gabs is my G, man. I can bust joke with Gabs. Gabs hasn't been mentioned in
that's a big diss in the video.
Nah, man. Because Titans is boy. Titans.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Man hates Titan TV or nothing like that, yeah. But we just got
Kalam does fruity stuff, man.
We just got to call a spade when it comes to this scenario. I would love to hear what Gabs has to say about it.
Yeah, I just added you to the hangout, Gabs.
But yeah, was there any other video that man wanted to see on this quickly? But there's quite a few, man. It's hectic still. Tony Robinson's speech in itself.
I don't want to give that any airplay.
Yeah,
it was whack.
I'm not playing Tommy Robinson. Are you mad? On Gang Unite TV, I ain't playing none of
do that, man. We can't do that, I'm afraid. I won't lie. Who's Captain Rambo?
Gang.
Welcome.
General.
Fucking family, bro. How are you?
Yo, press the like button, family. Press the like button. Let's see how much gang we have in here and how much pagans. Right now, we've got 22 gang and 40 potential ops.
You know how it goes. So yeah, let's big up all the people watching, all the people that are listening to the Guardian Generation Gang TV. Anyone who's not on mute, if you're not talking, please go on mute.
Yeah, mute the mics, guys.
Yeah, I want to say echoes and we can't hear ourselves. So yeah, big up to all the people that are watching now on Gang Unite TV. We're knowing that we're going to be down at Speaker's Corner on Sunday if you want to meet us in the flesh and that. But I'm not saying that's the only place you can link us up on, yeah? All mediums, website, Instagram, whatever have you. But yeah, make a contact with us if you want to see us face to face and that and find out what we're about, which we're explaining now, really, just to clarify our position in regards to people, regards to Tiny Robinson coming up to Speaker's Corner about his freedom of speech business he wanted to speak about. But yeah. Anyone else got anything to add in regards to our narrative and how we intend to control it? Come in, man. Come in. Anyone?
Yeah, man. Just remember, that when it comes to gang guiding the new generation, as a whole, as a collective, as individuals, I feel we morally refuse to stand by anybody like Tony Robinson or any of these extremist so-called Islamists. We're not picking no sides with none of them, because none of them are in our corner. Yeah, if you ever see them in our corner, it's to further their own agenda. So we just want the people to know that us, man, are not hoodwinked by this. We're not. And I know next man's gonna come and give their explanations. That's all great, but you're never gonna see a video, a video of me standing outside of Tommy Robinson's car. I can't even bother to get his name right. That's how real it is. I've been calling him Tony the whole fucking time. That's how real it is. Let alone me being outside of his car, making sure he's safe in Speaker's Corner. Are you mad? When you man can't even make sure Sarah's safe in Speaker's Corner, and you want to make sure Tony Robinson's cool.
Come on. Sarah's getting offered out, mate.
Yeah, and it's us, man, that wants to speak up and say, Sarah, come down. We don't even fuck with the things you say.
Yeah.
Black brother, come down. No one ain't
got you.
Get me?
Exactly.
So that's how we roll, innit? I don't know about this whole defending Tony Robinson, because if not, it's gonna be public disorder for for Muslims in the pot, and so fucking what? The Muslims
They
can
don't-
fucking handle.
they don't give a damn about that.
The Muslims can handle their thing, fam. They're warlords. You get me? Them man, they could do their thing. Abu Hamid, they got big boy UFC fighters that want to go around talking about Jedi, don't want to fight them. So them man are war ready, innit? So why do we need to defend them?
I'd like to give them a go still, man. I'd like to give them a go. I love all the talk, man. I love people that talk so much, especially when it comes to rapping. Yeah, talks about it, man. Just do, man. If you're gonna do, man. Talking about it.
Not gonna be not anyway. Let me Triple A's, innit?
Yo, Ras, have you got for you to come on then? Is anyone joining in the last few? We've got 5 minutes left or so, isn't it?
But the gang, let me make it clear though, because we got a lot of G's in, yeah. The gang is not here to get involved in any of this passer. Because we always tell you.
Nah.
But it won't be no rats. It won't be no little rats where you didn't hear no ambulance come out. Man, try coming madness. Yeah, so we're gonna hold our own corner and deal with our own issues, and I beg nobody don't come bother us. Yeah.
Man, where's Gabs though, man? Where's Gabs?
Straight.
Gabs is talking greasy in the chat like, no, man's just there speculating. So come in and chat, bruv.
Well, there ain't no speculation, fam.
Come in and talk,
Man, don't deal with no EDL. The thing is, Gabs, Kiss Spence, everyone in there that's our people. Yeah, overstand, yeah. If you was watching this and you did not know anyone, then you have a different judgment. Yeah. Right. I'm not judging this based upon knowing Kalam, knowing Big Bro. Like, I'm not judging it based upon none of that. I'm saying if my own brethren, if Jedi, yeah, that's my general. You know we roll. Boots, Danny Malone. Boss, these are my fucking generals. Mike, Steps. You get me? Fam, these are man on a pedestal. You get me? When I have to put the gang picture on my wall and shit. Captain Rambo's in the building, beefy. Man, like fucking South, are you mad? Yeah? Don't, like, these are my generals. But even if the man them say he's doing security, yeah, from Tommy Robinson,
gang.
I'll be saying, fam, I don't rate that, fam. Man,
yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I would have expected a big customer.
And if I done it, I'd expect the man them to rush me or something.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, man.
You, Gabs, or anyone else, fam. This fire here impartial hire. Yeah? It could be my son. You understand? It's not no person.
Where's Gabs though, family? For real. Where's Gabs? Where's Gabs?
And I know that wasn't involved.
Yo. He's saying send him the link. He's saying send him the link, innit?
I'm reading the comments here, and I see it's just Mahmood. Big up respect. Hey, this Mahmood guy is a fucking joke.
Something's come for you. What's happening for you, bro?
Hey, Mahmood. Yeah, man. Big up respect for real. You think that they ain't saving, man, fam? All this big up respect talk. Man knows what you're about, fam. You're not down with, man. You can big up respect a little more. You think that respect's a fool or something? Anyway, I let next man talk, fam. Man, seen your actions, fam. Come like you are a fight man and that. You want a fight man for Zachariah. You remember that? Big up respect and that, yeah? So if me and you got into a fight, yeah, because of Zachariah calling man Aswad a nigger and dirty nigger and all that, then what? What, would you have seen respect? And it would have been a big up respect. You're a chief, man. Proper chief. You're out, man. You're in these videos.
Out, man.
You're a joker, bro.
Call them man out, man.
I'm just calling you out, fam.
Call them out, mate. Yeah, damn right, man.
Yeah,
that's it. All come up in the comment
thinks that you
section.
get divide and conquer with like, oh, you're a big up respect, bruv.
Yeah, like, man, I'm gonna be air passionate, but Kalam is still my dog. No one can't touch. I mean, not Kalam. Kalam's not really my dog. Kalam's Kalam, innit? Gabs is my dog. Gabs is still my dog.
It's all love, Kalam, man. It's all love, man.
iPhone spell check.
I had to correct myself. You better
quickly
check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Wreck yourself.
I genuinely don't know where Kalam stands. I don't know what his agenda. I don't know what he's doing. I study. I genuinely don't know. I can't work it out. Whereas Gabs, I've linked Gabs differently from speaking to and I know Gabs.
Okay. So the sister Kiss Spence is saying Kalam and Gabs did not do security. Okay, so Gabs never done security. Kalam didn't do security because Kalam ain't built like that. But what Kalam did do is roll out the red carpet, shook man's hand, and was like, yeah, this is a victory for speak. Come, shut up, man. I don't mind, fam. I don't find.
You man. Yeah, so let me just hold on. See my mood, yeah? My mood. You are the guy that put your hands on time. You never put your hands on nobody else. When Max was in your face, I mute my mic. 1 minute. My mood. When Mandem was in your face, when Max was in your face, you never put your hand on one person. Yeah? When it came to Tan, you thought that you could kick him. You get me? You thought you could strike him out. You came back the next week, yeah, trying to apologize like some bitch boy. Now you think you can come in the chats and talk about, Jedi, you feed off people smaller than you. Bro, do you know how many big men I've knocked out, fam? You ain't nothing to me, bro. You don't have to say nothing to him, Jed. You don't have to say nothing to him.
That stupid dude. No, dick.
Yeah, you don't have to say nothing to him.
You could never move. And I'll tell you, I take this for free, fam, yeah? You're nowhere on my level. You think you're a tactician, fam. Trust me, you're not, fam.
They don't know the deal, fam.
Yeah.
You know what? I want Gabs to come in. Yeah, so I'm gonna jump out because the room's too full. So I wanted to come in and speak, and I'm gonna watch online, yeah, and then try and come back in a bit. So let him come back in again. Send him a message to come back in, yeah.
If you want to stay in, I'll jump out, my brother. Go on. I'll jump out still. I'll watch it.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, all right, let him come. Yeah, all right. Just give me a few minutes, Danny.
That's cool.
Yeah, I want you back in though, Dan. Yeah.
All right, hit me up.
Yeah.
Let me just add, gang is about black unity, black power, we're anti-coonery. That's what we stand for.
Right.
Not against Islam, not against religion, not against about that. We're about black unity, black power, and anti-coonery. So if you're cool, beware. Come for you.
And unfortunately, to our Muslim brothers, when we started standing for black unity and black and to stop the killing in our community, it wasn't Tommy Robinson fighting us.
Right.
It wasn't Tommy Robinson attacking us. It wasn't Tommy Robinson in the comments. It wasn't Tommy Robinson channels that was demonizing us. It was our Muslim brothers and sisters. So that's why we can't take no sides in this thing.
Right.
When we came to stand together, our own Muslim brothers told us they couldn't stand in the G circle because they're Arab Muslim. We told them that they can't come. So what? So this is the issue. It's not a thing where we're standing in solidarity, where we don't want to stand in solidarity with man. But man don't have to know where they're standing as well. Cause man's not gonna be there for man, and then when it's time afterwards, like Jedi said, man's ready to ditch man and tell man, you get me now, you're not really my brother. Cause me, I'm on some real brotherhood thing. You understand? I don't care about a man's religion, brother.
Gang.
You get me?
Yo, come.
When I meet a man,
yo, comrades.
Energy. When I meet a man, it's an energy thing. Brother, there's so many people that I rate, and I still stay, fam. I've never asked him. I've never felt the need to ask. It's just an energy thing. Yeah, that's a good brother. Boom, that's it.
Good.
So it's not a thing where I'm a man because of that.
All right,
understand?
All right, that's my brother. Before you rap, can we give Gabs a chance to like defend himself or say what you want to say? Get me? Yo, Gabs.
Yo, what's up, in? Good, yeah? What's happening? Please stay within the channel, on the panel.
We're saying, Gabs, welcome, Gabs, welcome, man. We're gonna pose a question to you lot. So, Jez, take it and find out please ask what you want to find out.
Okay, cool.
Can you hear me?
Before you pose the question to him, Books, yeah?
Did you hear me? Yeah?
Before you pose the question to him, Books, can you just let him say what he wants to say?
Hey, Gabs.
Yeah. So, Gabs, we've been chatting about Speakers Corners. Welcome to the chat. Yo, put the mic on mute, please, Captain Rambo. Gabs, we've been chatting about Speakers Corners yesterday. As you well know, what was happening down there and that. And the little excitement with Tom Robinson coming down. We just established that Big Bro was there in security and protection of Tiny Robinson, and we want to get your side of things and what happened. How come you man were down there and how Big Bro had the people there defending or being body guards for Tommy Robinson. Hit us up, man.
All right, cool. Can you hear me? Yeah,
can hear you clear. Go for it, bro.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So let me. This is jokes. Let me give you my point of view. Okay, so the reason for me coming down to Speaker's Corner, it wasn't even nothing to do with to Tommy Robinson. My aim for coming down to Speaker's Corner was actually to speak to Mohammed Hijab, because I don't know if you guys saw, Mohammed Hijab on his Instagram page. I've got it on my WhatsApp now, because even I was talking to Ali Dawa about it. Mohammed Hijab posted up something on his Instagram page about, you know, where he saw the picture of Sarah and Tommy Robinson, you know, having an interview. The interview hadn't been out yet, it was just a picture. And obviously he took it upon himself, maybe because he saw that picture in the interview. I think he got a bit worried or a bit gassed. So he did a Instagram post, and I'm gonna read what he said, yeah. And this is the reason why I come down there specifically to speak to him. So let me get it now. Hold on a sec, and I'm gonna read it. I don't know if any of you guys seen it, but I'm gonna read it anyway.
Read it anyway, please. Captain, remember, put your mic on mute.
Yeah. So this is the post. I'm gonna read the whole thing. Yeah, I'm gonna read the whole post, and I'm gonna say the bits that obviously, you know, resonated with me and why I had to come and speak to Mohammed Hijab. So this is Mohammed Hijab, yeah, on his Instagram page. He put, black supremacist Sarah and white neo-fascist Tommy Robinson have come together in a common alliance to try and attack Islam. It is interesting that Tommy is associating with a man who thinks black skin is superior to white skin only to attack Islam. One thing in common between these two self-declared enemies of Islam is that they have both physically challenged Muslims and turned down illegal physical challenges which I have made to them. Tommy will be coming this Sunday to Speaker's Corner at 3, and it is suspected, now this is the key bits, now it is suspected that they will try and team up with the Kemits, a black supremacist group who make it a centerpiece of their propaganda to call white people evil by biological nature. Laugh out loud. Now, the last 4 lines is the reason why I was coming down to Speaker's Corner to talk to Mohammed Hijab, because this is what I've been seeing from the last time I've been at Speaker's Corner, and I've been seeing, you know, when these are having their talks with Adnan Rashid and that. I haven't really been doing too much talking on like debates as much. I've just mainly been in the background and that, but I've been seeing this narrative, and this is what even the Somali brothers that's been coming down to Speaker's Corner have been talking to me in private about, that they can see this narrative that it seems like, you know, it's Islam versus black. They feel like it's Islam versus black Africans or against black people, because people have thrown out and put us in a box here of calling us the Kemits. The guys in the gang, no one there in the gang has actually come out and said, yes, we're the Kemits. No one has individually come and said we're the Kemits. This has just been something here that's been put on us and said, yep, these guys are the Kemits. So anyone that comes down that's black, that speaks and doesn't say whether they're Christian, atheist, or whatever they are, people assume already that they're Kemits. You guys are the Kemet. Are you a Kemet? Oh, what? Do you believe in that Kemet thing? So what's been happening now, when Mohammed Hijab puts out that statement that Tommy Robinson is joining up with the Kemits, a black supremacist group, yeah, who make it a centerpiece, you know, to ridicule white people, that's where I come in and say, listen, now that's false. Do you see what I'm saying? Because when you're saying Kemits, you're not from my point of view. When we're talking about Kemet, that's talking about a particular area, and that area I'm even dealing with black Africans. I'm seeing it as black Africans. So really and truly, instead of saying Kemits, you're really and truly saying black Africans.
Yeah, of course.
And this is what Somalian brothers. Yeah, and this is what Somalian brothers have been coming down to the park, yeah, and been talking to me like, Gabs, like, you see this Kemet thing, like, I'm sure it's only dealing with like that area down and now, and isn't Somalia part of that? I'm like, yeah, it is, because obviously that's what they call it in their tribe's tongue. In those tribe people in that area would have called that land Kemet. So he was like, so they're like, so what? That means we're basically Kemits. These are Somalian brothers saying, so what? That's basically us then, our heritage and our culture. And I'm like, yes. Then he's like, then they're like, right. When they're putting Islam versus Kemet, it makes them feel uncomfortable. And I'm like to them, see, go and talk to them about this, bro. This is what we need to stop, because it's going to turn into this. And people don't know subconsciously this is what's happening. Do you know what I mean? So this is my reason why I should have put that place. So this is the reason why I come to this corner. Now, on your question about the Tommy Robinson thing, now let's get into that. So basically, this is what we need to realize what's going on. Tommy Robinson is a smart dude. See, these white people, they're smart, you know. Do you know why? Because Tommy Robinson knew, yeah, that he was under fire. Do you know why? Because what happened recently with Tommy Robinson? Can someone explain? What was the most recent event that happened with Tommy Robinson?
He got rushed.
I don't know. Did he get rushed?
He got rushed. And before him getting rushed, what else happened that was recent?
I don't even know, fam. I don't follow them, man, like that. I can't lie.
Well, remember Tommy Robinson. Remember he
fill us in, please.
He punched the black immigrant guy in the face. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Video.
I've seen that video. Yeah.
Yeah, he punched the black guy in the face, and the brother was getting ridiculed because people was like, "Hold on, is this some reason? Why is he banging the guy in the face?" And on his channel, he added some words in it which the guy didn't actually say and punched him in the face. So he was under pressure. So do you know what? Being smart, he said, "You know what? Yeah, I'm under pressure right now. Let me go and look on YouTube and see like who amongst the black people are doing this free speech stuff." And he was like, "Oh, do you know what? I can get in contact with Sarah." Imagine I was on the phone to Sarah speaking about something else, yeah. And then as I'm on the phone to Sarah, the brother gets a message from Tommy Robinson. He's like, Gabs. He's like, Tommy Robinson just messaged me. I'm like, what? I'm like, what's he messaging you for? He's like, but I don't know. He's like, what should I do? So I'm like, what?
Wait, no, 1 second. The question wasn't, how did he get my number?
No, I want to hear the story. I want to hear, like, the stories.
You feel me? The question wasn't, how did he get my number?
So let's let it roll. Let's let it roll. I beg you. Let's let it roll. I want to hear. Everyone, yeah, mute, please.
It might have been a DM.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Go on, continue. What's the time, Ras? What's the time?
Yeah, we've gone over. Getting interesting.
Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, can you not hear me?
Yeah. Yo, family. Shout out Rex. Shout out the Marley gang. The Marley Pirates. Yo, press the like button. Press the like button. And write the comments of what you're thinking about the conversation. Any questions you got? Go on, Gabs.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So what's I saying? So Sarah, So Sarah got a message from him. Yeah. I don't know how. Obviously, you know, these people can get their numbers. So he got message and he was like, and I was like, how did he message you? How did you get your number? And he's like, what should I do? So then he's like, all right, let me message him. So I'm like, all right, let me come off anyway because I was going work. I was like, I'll chat to you later. So obviously I've gone work. I've come back later on, like about 4 hours later. I come back. I've called Sarah and like, Rob, what's happened? And he's like, Rob, bro, Tommy Robinson wants to meet with me today. I'm gonna go and do an interview with him. And I was like, what? I was like, swear down. He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. So he's like, all right, I'll chat to you later, let you know how it goes. So I'm like, all right, cool. So anyway, they've gone and done the interview, whatnot. Sarah's called me in the morning saying, bro, this is what happened in the interview. You know, Tommy said he wanted to come down because he heard about, you know, in the park, this free speech is not being allowed. So he's seen some of his stuff talking about free speech and that, and seen that he's been having troubles with the Muslims at the park. So he wanted to have an interview with him talking about free speech. And obviously, I don't know if you guys have seen Sarah's interview yet. Obviously, it's come out and you can see what he was talking about. So that was that. And obviously, at the interview, he told me.
Is that an interview where someone said Sarah joked with Tommy Robinson like we're both paid by Zionists, huh?
We're both what?
Yeah. That's the one. He said, what it was, he weren't saying that they were both paid. He said that people think that they're both paid. They think that they are, and they should be if people think that they are, something like that. So it wasn't them saying that they were paid by Zionists.
Yeah. So they had the interview, and that was that. Then obviously Sarah explained to me obviously what happened in the interview, basically what they were talking about. Then he told me obviously he was there with Big Bro and a few others. They was all there. So I was like, all right, cool. That was that. Now, obviously, Speaker's Corner, I heard through the grapevine, through the text, people saying that Tommy Robinson's coming Speaker's Corner. Well, me, obviously, I don't care. I'm not really fussed about it. So then the next thing that come out here was obviously this post that I see, because people got the picture of Sarah and Tommy sitting before the interview had come out, and people was going berserk, like all on Twitter, apparently it was blowing up. So then obviously Mohammed Hijab took it upon himself.
Tommy Robinson was the creator of the modern day KKK in Britain, the NF that used to run down the same people that Tristan and Stephen Lawrence and
100. So obviously, so obviously it would pick up steam because they're thinking, right, what's he doing with the black man, especially a brother from that Speaker's Corner. So obviously Mohammed Hijab's done his post, which has now got me. That's got me, because I'm thinking, forget about what them not doing in their interview. I don't even care about the interview and what them not chatting about. All I care about is the whole thing about black and associating black Africans with this man. Don't associate no one from the continent, anyone with black skin, with this man and try to put us on the group on your message on the sly, because subconsciously that's what it does to the minds of people. They start thinking, rah, so what, these African blacks, these Kemits, these men are part of my man, and what, they're supporting that. They're supporting my man. So I was like, nah, I need to come down to the park here and see Mohammed Hijab and talk to him and say, big man, what you did, you need to take that off, which I did. We're gonna get to that anyway. We're gonna get to that. So then now Sundays come. Obviously, it's a big. Everybody's excited. Tommy Robertson, whatever. Not everyone's there early. I'm already there late because I'm sorting out some business stuff. I've come there late. So when I've come through the crowd now, I've come to the park. I've come through the crowd. I'm thinking, shit, raw. How much people is? I'm seeing all these different people. I'm thinking, raw. Where's my group? Where can I go? Because I'm seeing pure white man in one side with flags. I'm seeing the Muslims on one corner chanting. Brothers wearing on balaclavas, and everyone's. I'm thinking, raw. So I'm looking around. So I've gone through the crowd now. Then I see Beefy, Content, Kalam, Big Bro, and that just holding up a little circle. So I come over to them like, wow, what's going on?
Beefy, he's calling you out.
Nah, what? Nah, man, they're calling like they was all there, innit? They was all together.
Carry on.
Cheers, Jeds, man. Cheers.
I just got what happened.
Yeah.
It's cool because one of y'all's dogs was there. What kind of trouble you got the gang into now?
No, go on. Let's go.
Yeah. So everyone. So then they remember doing that. They were just sitting in it in one spot, holding down one spot. So obviously I've gone over to them, said cool to everyone. Them that was videoing subs out. I think Kalama's already live. Content was probably getting a bit of footage, and everyone was just chilling. Then 2-2s, then one was like, rah. Everyone was like, started moving. So I'm thinking, rah, everyone's moving. I'm like, where's everyone going? They're like, come. So everyone's walking. So that all of us, Contact, everyone were all walking, following Big Bro. I don't know what's going on. So we're just walking. Then we end up at the front. So I'm thinking maybe these are mating for more man them, because I remember obviously in the gang group, I was saying, I said to Content, is Ras and them not coming? Because I see in the group, you said that you're going to come down in it. So I was like, oh, maybe he's going to turn up. Maybe we're meeting all the man them here so we can have a little circle and then move in or something. Do you know what I mean? As a group.
You know how
No, not circle, not D circle, not D circle. As in, I'm going to meet up and then move in.
Stop the fuckery.
Stop being bad and carry.
No, man, but don't say that. You know what, fam? I hear what you're saying, so let me mute my mic.
Yeah. Nah, not. I wasn't saying as in we're doing a G circle. I'm saying that we was having we'll meet up together, have a circle, and then move into the crowd as a little group, innit?
I'm saying, why do we never do that on any other day? But yeah, I'm pausing my mic. Mute my mic.
I know, because I'm talking about the day, innit? Because of the day, because there's so much people there, innit?
I'm just saying.
So, yeah, it's fine. What I'm trying to say, so then now, as we're standing there, obviously I'm looking around, seeing all the police, everyone's there. Then 2-2s now, them not like, rah, Tommy's here. So I've turned around now, and I've seen this brother walk out the van. Like, I've seen the van just pull up. Everyone's running towards man with their cameras. And obviously all of them must rush there. So I'm thinking, flip. People are pushing past me. So I've moved out of the way now, and everyone's walking back in. So I'm like, rah, all right, well, let me just make sure I stay with the man them. We're in eye distance so I can see the man them. So if you look at any of the videos, you will see that you won't really see me around with them not as close to him. I'm more in the front. So I'm in the front, way at the front, where everyone's pushing. So everyone's coming in now. Gone in. Obviously the whole crowd's gone crazy. Everyone's barging, cameras, you know, all the Europeans and that, they're getting excited, screaming like Tommy. Muslims are getting angry, screaming and shouting. So I've just chilled in one spot with one of our brothers from North. So me and him have just chilled in one spot and said, listen, let's just chill here, innit? Obviously, them not done their speech and whatnot. And then that's that. That was basically it. Then after that, when my man did his speech and left, we went to Content, and then we went round to the outside of the park where Big Bro was doing a little interview with Content, with Content and that. They were just doing a little interview at the end. All the man them were just chilling there. So everyone was just chilling there, really, you know, smoking and doing whatever not. Then after that, yeah, obviously I said, you man, let's go back into the park now. Like, it's dead now. All that stuff is there. Let's just go back into the park and see what's going on. So I've gone back round to the park. Content's like, take my camera off, film anything that's happening, innit? So I'm like, cool. So when I've gone back into the park now, this is where I've seen the whole madness with sheer Blade Runner. Now, what happened with him, with Blade Runner, the thing is, obviously, man, obviously, we're cool with like the shears and that. So, especially Blade Runner, we spoke to him. What's that?
Wouldn't you like to know? No.
What's that? What was that?
No.
Don't worry about them.
Then I was thinking that you might be being a bit long-winded.
Sorry. Now, if I'm long-winded, just cut in and tell me what you want to know.
I want to say one thing. That Kalam was one of the first people to meet Mr. Tiny Robinson when he come out that van and that. So were you not with Kalam at the time? Did you not see or did you not know that he was coming and these guys were his entourage?
You're cutting out a bit, bro.
Yeah, me. I was saying Kalam was the first person I understand to greet Mr. Robinson. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kalam being the
Were
first.
you not privy to knowing that they were his entourage? Like Big Boy was there with them and that. Did you not know about that? Were you not there at that time?
Nah.
At the very beginning, when you said you saw him come out the van, were you not?
No, but
yes, let me.
Gabs is certain. If Gabs is saying that's how it went, yeah. But what I'm saying is to Gabs, and I know Gabs understand and knows, from earlier I said to Gabs, yeah, you man are getting too much into this whole man versus the Muslim source. That's why like the G Circle was created so man can tell our youths about whatever you want to talk about. You get me, fam? Because this whole energy, I can't lie, yeah. And for me, yeah, like I've just got to be real. You get me? I'm not a fake. You get me? So I just got to say things how I see it. And for me, fam, Kalam puts fuel in this fire because of views and rare. That's the main thing. Because, bro, if you see the way Kalam's screaming like a cheerleader for Tommy Robinson, blood, take out the live camera, bro. Kalam hasn't filmed for months at Speaker's Corner. You understand? Never once took out the camera and said, yo, you know that the people them doing the G Circle. Never once. Yeah? But when Tommy Robinson, EDL, founder of the EDL, you understand, come down to Speaker's Corner, man, oh, Tommy Robinson, man's all wetting man's knickers. I'm like, no, fam. What go on here? If it was just a normal thing where Tommy Robinson came and the man that was normal, but it was the gas that made me just get pissed off in the video. I'm like, fam, like when your own brothers are there, your own brothers who you know, fam, and doing stuff just for your community. Tommy Robinson don't give a shit about our community, bro. Tommy Robinson won't even call out his own peers on their racism. Most of these core foundational followers are racist. Yeah? Whether they're keeping their racism on a quiet right now because Tommy Robinson, just like they use us in World War I and use us in World War II on the front line, it doesn't change the fact that the core mentality of Tommy Robinson's core following was a racist one, bro. And most of these people that don't like Muslims, they don't like them for racist reasons. Even you, Gabs, you don't have no dislike for Muslims. You're not this anti-Muslim. You don't have a dislike for Muslims from what I know of you. You're not an anti-Muslim person from what I know of you. You're a person that researches your history and you're willing to talk about your history. You understand? Yeah. That's how I know Gabs. I don't know Gabs as someone who is anti-Muslims.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's what man's more talking about. But when you're with someone who's anti-Muslim, sometimes people can all affiliate. That's why we have to do the show. Because man got love for Big Bro and that, but I can't be put as respect Fire Bingy to you that chase EDL all over the city. I can't be affiliated with, I can't make a man feel like respect standing with EDL any way, shape, or how, bro. Man not standing with none of them facios. And like I said before you come in there, Gabs, yeah, before when we first started the G Circle, it wasn't the EDL fighting us. It was Muslims, GMS, man like GMS.
Muslims are coming in, man.
Fighting us the whole way. Hold on. 1 minute, Jez. 1 minute, Jez. GMS? Till now. Someone in the comments. Till now, Tommy Robinson hasn't done nothing to the gang. Till now, Tommy Robinson's not fighting the gang. Till now, Tommy Robinson's people ain't sending no fight to us. You understand? So when I'm sending fire on Tommy Robinson, it's more on a principle thing. But on a real one, on a real life thing of going to Speaker's Corner, it was the Muslims. At Speaker's Corner has been fighting us the whole time. You understand? So that's why the chickens came home to roost as well. So that's what I'm saying. Black people, we don't need to get this one. We hold our thing to one side and we focus on whatever our narrative is. And we capture the narrative. That's my last words for this show.
Yeah, expand on that, please, Jeds. Expand on our narrative, please, and the last words about this Tommy Robinson thing. Yeah, and on this Tommy Robinson thing that Gab has just explained.
Well, like, you know, be up to Gabs. Like, man don't know me. I like to have fun and that, but I do want to stress that, you know, I might poke fun at Gabs on a level, but he's a homie and he's a brethren and whatnot. I do know Kalam as well on a personal level. I don't know Big Bro, but it doesn't stop me from speaking the truth, friendships or not. So I even said, look, I don't know about Gabs because I didn't see Gabs. I see Gabs holding a combo with Big Bro on the side, whatever. But I didn't see Gabs like doing the security force thing, and I didn't see him rolling out red carpets and throwing down petals for man either. Get me? So that being said, though, family, bruv, the Tony Robinson, everything, I can't even expand on what Raspet said. Everything Raspet said about Tony Robinson is fact. The principles that he stands on. For me to say that I'm here to support a guy that stands up on a stage and says, Britain, remember who you are. You are knights, you are kings, you are explorers. And he ended the list there, then you know he's not on the side of truth. Because if you continue to explain what the history is, we are British people. Yeah? Yeah. There's bare things every man give a name or something that he missed out.
Oppressor.
Boom. Go on. Go on.
Raper.
Rapist.
Boom.
Colonizer. Don't scare me, colonizer.
Yeah,
the list goes on, fam. The list goes on.
The list goes on, innit? Yeah. So everybody knows what the British Empire is about. On a side note, this is why you can't be people like you can't fuck with shit like Wiley did. You can't take any honors from these people either. Right. Yeah. And you can't side with them. And even if they say, "Oh, our enemy's enemy," it's not. They're not our friends. If they take out the Muslims, yeah, we're next. Yeah, we're next. You understand? If you lot hate Muslims so much, if you take out the Muslims, then next is the niggas. Yeah,
right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not missing any point. Like, listen, wait 1 second. Another thing is people want to act like it was an act it was like it was a chess move. Because he said, "Oh look, I'm not necessarily supporting everything Tony Robinson says, but yeah, if Tony Robinson was to get Bruck up, then it's gonna be very bad for the park. And first of all, fuck the park, yeah." Right. Yeah, that's like saying I don't support Hitler, but if you beat him up in the park, then it's gonna fuck up things for us. Stupidness, yeah. Secondly, why is your concern with what happens between the EDL and the Muslims when you don't align yourself with none of them?
Yeah, and some have got fatwa out on you.
You get me? I'm giving out your girls' address and your children's school, and so that's just one thing. Another thing is like we always accuse as gang the new generation of being responsible for the narratives and for the imagery that we put out there. Yeah, people are always on our case. Yeah, about the imagery that we set out there. And one thing I've never done is put out the image of me standing outside of a rascal van, yeah, waiting for one of the most notoriously politically racist men of our current times, like I'm here to secure his safety. So we need to understand what is more damaging for the youngsters, yeah? Black men with fucking bandanas around their face to conceal their identity, who are talking about nothing but righteousness, or an ex-man that you say, oh, because everyone's like, oh, Big Brother's such a good speaker, and you lot are just rare, and yeah, I prefer Big Brother. I prefer Big Brother because he wears suits and ties and he's very polite and very patient. But then yeah, Big Brother's still also gonna make sure that fucking EDL guy's all right. I would have set EDL guy up. I would have done the security and fucking gonna like I dropped some money, and that's the time where he would have had his head splashed. I'm not. How am I protecting these guys? It don't make no sense. So yeah, man is sending out clear messages about what their allegiances are, because I've never seen man try to come protect gang when shit was kicking off. I never seen none of that shit. Yeah, when people were saying don't come to gang and this and that, and oh, we're gonna come down and deal with gang in the comments, blah blah blah. I didn't see no one stepping up like, yeah, we're gonna make sure that Jedi Raspet, all them man, they get to the park there and back. And we were out for your youths. We were out for people that look just like you. So when it comes to defending Tony Robinson or getting in arguments with Muslims, that's not our fight. My thing to Muslims, what I'm going to say right now to Muslims, is watch this very carefully, fam, yeah? You men have your beliefs, every man has their beliefs. But see, when you push yourself to a point, yeah, where you can't align with man that you went to school with, that you grew up with, man that live on the same road as you. I know bare of you don't live in predominantly only like one nationality areas. You all live in mixed multicultural London like me. Take your religion, put it in your back pocket. Always hold that religion as your faith, as your foundation, as your everything. But you see, when it comes to standing up against injustice, yeah, don't stand by and watch the black man them go through their own thing and say this ain't got nothing to do with us. Look how much fight the Somalians were giving us, yeah? Abu Tala and all these guys were giving us when it came to doing G-Circle. They were saying that it's anti-Islamic to segregate ourselves, yeah? Do you remember all them days? Now we've got Somali Circle, yeah, Somali Corner, where them man, they can freely talk about the issues that face their community and no one's got a thing to say about it. I beg man, wake up and smell the coffee. Come like Gang is like 2 years ahead of time.
Right.
Exactly.
Anyway, that's
well
what
said. Well said. Well said. Well said. Well said.
Fire.
Black.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, family. So
I just wrapped it up for Gang.
Yeah, man. I think that was a nice, good, clear, concise position on where we stand. I think that clarifies what we're on. I think we've also addressed the yesterday's antics and why there were so many black brothers hanging around and looking after Tony Robbins. Whatever that guy's name is, man. I can't get his name right, man. Forget him, man. But yeah, so I'm glad, Gab. Thank you guys for joining us and giving us a big up for coming on and such a late notice. No, really know nothing to come and say your piece and respect those as well.
Boogs.
Yeah.
Can I just ask one more question to Gabs?
Yeah, please.
Gabs, I know it's kind of unfair, but
go on.
Is there any way that you could speak on behalf of the mentality of like how man like Kalam was feeling? Because obviously it's your homie, innit?
Okay. I tell you what it is, yeah. I tell you what it is. I think, and this is what it's gonna boil down to. At the end of the day, yeah, I think the reason, me personally, I think possibly the reason why Kalam is obviously the way he is, remember, it's all information for his channel. Do you know what I mean? It's stuff, it's content and stuff for his channel, which is gonna get him, you know, people to come and view his channel. Remember, that's all it is. So him doing that, he's playing. It's like in a way like he's playing devil's advocate. Do you know what I mean? He's doing all these stuff so we could you know, get a lot of views and get people to come and support his channel, get the views to his channel. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't think he was doing it in a way like, yeah, he's actually gonna support this brother and da 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 da. It's just he's just showing like, listen, this is freedom of speech. Do you know what I mean? He knows his brothers had some things in the past dealing with racism, but obviously they're there for freedom of speech. And he's like, Raj, you know what? If he's here for freedom of speech, regardless if man's a racist or whatever not, I think he's just saying like, Rah, listen, obviously man can still support the freedom of speech thing. And obviously, you know, by him doing that, by him showing that sort of support with him, it will make, you know, other people like, you know, all the people that support Tommy Robinson and that view us in a different way and maybe come to his channel. Do you see what I'm saying? I think that was the angle he was trying to get at. So obviously while doing that, you know, to people like us and obviously to men like you and that, it's going to seem like, Rah, man supporting da-da-da. Yeah, he's sucking up. Man's rolled out the red carpet, da-da-da-da-da, bam, bam, boom, and all this. That's what it's going to seem like. You see what I'm saying? Of course it will. And obviously you guys have a fair point, you know what I mean, to share what you've seen and what it feels like. So at the end of the day, I don't think that was what Kalam had in his mind. And you could probably even ask him, he'd probably tell you the same thing. At the end of the day, it was just, you know, a little, you know, publicity. You know, people do this stuff to get content for their channels.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I don't really deal with the channel stuff like that. I just deal with what's real and what man can do in it, what man can prove and that. But that's all it was. And also just a little thing as well. Man like Cool Tech in the chat room. Don't worry, King, I see you, bro. I see you. I'm here in it. But yeah, but cool to you, man, anyway.
Yeah, so like this thing about freedom of speech, yeah, is like man are really hiding behind this thing of freedom of speech. Like I believe in freedom of speech, yeah, but this is the fucked up thing. Muslims say they believe in freedom of speech, and then there seems to be penalties when you say the wrong thing. EDL, Tony Robinson, they believe in freedom of speech, but they want to shut up the Muslims.
Yeah. So
how is that freedom of speech? The freedom of speech means Muslims have got the right to say that they hate you and they hate your freedom of speech. They've got the right to say that if that's what freedom of speech is, anyone can say anything. So you don't need to go down and defend freedom of speech. Tony Robinson isn't the be-all and end-all of freedom of speech. If you got knocked out in Hyde Park, freedom of speech ain't going to come to an end. And if it is, then we are ready to fight for it. So let's not make it like that gesture of you guarding the man into Hyde Park and back out is actually affecting international and national freedom of speech. It ain't, bro. It ain't. I'm not having that.
I tell you what, but Jada, what you got to realize, remember, I'm just giving you my point of view on what I see based on Kalam. on me, I already told you already from the get-go the reason why I come down there.
Yeah,
And this is
yeah,
what my point. That was for Mohammed Hijab. And that day, I did what I had to do. I went to Mohammed Hijab, and the brother even apologized and said that he's going to do a video saying that he's going to stop that and he needs to stop associating, because he said he said himself that he got enraged. So he put us all in the group with that.
Cool.
And that was my
Hijab can't chat shit about Kemet. Mohammed Hijab is the most Kemet out of all of us.
Right.
And that's what he said. And that's what he said. So that's why he said he's going to do something about it. So that was my main point. All the other stuff about the free speech and all that stuff, but I don't really care about that. I don't care. I'm not fussed about that. I was there to get my point along. And also I was there to defend Sheer Blade Runner, obviously, because obviously I chat to his brother, and that's that. All the other stuff I'm just based on the knowledge, what I know, what I can prove, and what I can't prove. Simple. All this stuff about beliefs, Muslim, this, that, I don't care, bro. I don't care. I ain't got time. You see what I'm saying? I don't care.
And another thing that the Muslim brothers that are listening need to take into consideration is you have to understand that the core of Muslims at the part that have fought the man them have the belief that anyone who's not a Muslim is a kafir. Yeah? Anyone who's not a Muslim, and a kafir could be seen as less than cattle in some Muslims' eyes. In some Muslims' eyes, as you can see from our big brother in the video, you're allowed to strike man at the neck. You understand?
Smite him.
You smite man by the neck. So what I'm saying, this is a real agenda, yeah, a real political, religious agenda being pushed by some of the Muslims at the park. You understand? This is what Muslims have to understand. So the Muslims that are pushing that agenda are exactly the same as the Tommy Robinsons who would push an agenda that they don't like Muslims based upon choosing a religion which is completely retarded. You understand? Because if I was born in Gambia, I might be a Muslim. What are you going to say? You don't like me just because I was born in Gambia? It doesn't make any sense to say you don't like someone based upon their belief, to me personally. Yeah? So at the same time, it doesn't make any sense to say that you like someone based upon a belief. You understand? So at the same time, you're saying, oh yeah, just because you're calling yourself Muslim and he doesn't call himself Muslim, he's below the next person. Both thoughts are retarded. You understand? And these two people with these retarded views on life, yeah, have come together to fight each other. That's what I'm saying to the people, to the Muslims that don't share those beliefs, it's got nothing to do with you. You understand? And for the black people that don't share those beliefs, it's got nothing to do with you. You understand? So on both sides, it has got nothing to do with us, and we should use this energy, like I said, to support these young G's at this next G circle, you understand, and build up our own community. Because as Jedi said, this whole free speech thing is something that's being hidden behind. But like Tommy Robinson ain't shaving free speech. And another thing is, if you have to get salvation from your enemy, you understand, if you have to get salvation from the EDL, then you're in a really bad situation. But I don't get no free speech from no EDL.
And another thing is, yeah, as soon as we start talking on something, because we go silent, we're dealing with our own things, yeah, with our own issues, yeah. That's what we do. That's what Gang does. We do us. We're not here for Speaker's Corner or YouTube. But as soon as we do start speaking on other things, man are quick to say, oh, don't give this energy. Because I'm seeing in the comments, man, saying, oh, we need to stop giving it time and focus on fam, we focus on bare shit every day, fam. This is another thing that we're focusing on because it affects us because it's narratives that are going out there and we don't want to be associated with it. Because if you look in the comments, you will see my name, Raspet name, Mike's name, you get me? And all these things associated with these same brothers. Sarah, you get me? Big Brother, rare. So if we're doing moves, they comment on what we do. Sarah puts out videos about gang. Big Brother goes in comments and writes about gang. Everyone's got stuff to say about gang and what black men are doing and this and that and calling us chemists and that. So of course we're going to speak on shit, especially when there's a chance of us being caught up in this whole thing of, bro, freedom of speech. You can say, listen, you can keep saying Big Bro was there for freedom of speech. You can say it a million times, yeah? My thing is, freedom of speech is freedom of speech, yeah? You could have picked any day and any fight to defend that. Are you now going to make yourself a champion of freedom of speech everywhere you go? Or is it just that it happened to be in Speaker's Corner, which you consider to be your stomping ground, where your ego is attached to it and your brand can get a rise out of it? There's a lot of places where freedom of speech is being suppressed. So man, yeah. So trust me, I got my own eyes. No man can't tell me nothing. Like that ain't a good look for man. Them. I don't care what man's got to say. That's EDL, innit? Like you might be safe now when you go at Rotherhive and all these places and you're cool and rare. But tomorrow they're gonna go chase down a black brother if they get a chance, get drunk and brack him up.
Yeah.
So how can I defend it? Oh, what? I hate Muslims, so I'm now gonna defend this. Nah, bro. Get me? Oh, what? I hate Muslims, so I'm now gonna do. I hate EDL, so I'm gonna defend Muslims. Nah, I don't work like that. I will defend the man that will defend me individually. And no EDL man is defending me. Oh, there's no
That's
way
the
I'm
whole
gonna be this corner.
your enemy is my enemy thing. Yeah, that's that, whole thing.
You will see me defend some Muslim guys because I got Muslim friends. Of course I will. We got Muslim gang members. Of course I'm gonna defend them. Get me? But then a next man's gonna turn around and tell you that he's not your brother in Islam, and you're not, and you're a kafir, and treat you with less love and less respect than he would a next man. Then how can you fight for him?
Than the EDL. Imagine less love than the EDL. Can you imagine that?
So everything says black issues first. I'm dealing with human issues, and first of all, I'm dealing with the issues that affect me first. And the issues that affect me just happen to affect my brothers. So I'm dealing with me, my brothers, and my siblings' issues. They just happen to be black. If I was white, I'd be dealing with white issues. Try no. If I was Chinese,
and that's why we don't want to confuse the youths them, innit? So when our names or our motion, our guiding the new generation has been attached to people who are there in alliance with someone like who runs the EDL, that's not good. That's not a good look for us, because them youths ain't gonna look at us. Them youths ain't gonna even bat an eyelid at us, man. So that's why this had to be clarified and get these explanations out. Let people understand where we're coming from, who we're looking out for first. We get so much resistance in general, as it's been mentioned already. When we first started, when the first G-Star was started in Harback Corner, people were telling people not to come there. People were putting videos out saying not to come there. There always seems to be an issue when black people come together to do for self. There's always an issue. There's never an issue when it's others doing the same thing. But when it's black people, African people, there's an issue. So that's the reason why we've had to have this this conversation. We've had to have this debate. And I appreciate everybody that's got involved. Even all the messages that I'm reading. There's some real ignorant people out there, boy. I shouldn't read them things whilst we're doing these things. I'm telling you, because it can throw you off, fam. And I'd even say that to them idiots out there, but I'll keep doing this thing same way, because it's embarrassing to see how some people think and how divisive and how hateful they can be, because this is just a good thing, trying to make sure our youths, as we can see at the moment, we're at the bottom of every social construct across the world. And right now in my up the road, there's youths now loafing street looking to harm each other and don't even realize that that's not their enemy that they're looking to harm. That's not their enemy. You get me? So this is a real issue for us here, and we had to address this, and we have to make sure that people understand where Gang's coming from, that we're guiding a new generation. Yeah. So big up to everybody that's taken part on this thing. Want to still keep it short and sweet to make sure people are still interested and listening. You get me? So yeah. Big up. Anyone else want to give a quick shout out to anyone or anything before we actually sign off for the end?
We got everyone inside the place. We got the whole gang. We got all 84 viewers, 87 viewers. The 45 that liked, the other 20% that was on EDL side, and the other 20% that is on the man in Kappa side. You lot as well get love. You get me? But it's done though.
Big up, man. That's cool.
That's you come last minute and say, like you ain't been watching for time.
Where is he there?
Anyway, make a all they like, innit? I don't even care. What's my women for? Like, come in and talk or just shush, innit? Like, the home business is long, fam. Because you know what we're saying, innit, yeah? Omar, look, Omar, Uncle Omar clapped up the Fed, yeah? And I don't like this brother. He's a racist dude. I really don't like him. And I'm happy that some fuckeries is going to happen to him. However, I rate the move that he done, and I feel like, if anything, he pulled off the most G'd off move, the most politically correct move of the day. Yeah, he showed everybody who the real ops were. So, if anything,
trust me,
Omar is going to get the MVP award, and it's with a heavy heart. I'm going to award the brother. But I'm giving Omar the MVP award.
Right. All right. Right, you man. I want to end this off on a bit of a better energy still,
I have
and
got a tune to play at the end as well, yeah. So
yeah,
you man can have
I
one to come
want to
in.
call him alone to speak, yeah, because
Yes.
Hold on, my man
I
wants
want
to
to take
link.
it back to the energy that we're directing our energy towards, which is the youths them, and I want him to give a message out to the youths there who listen to this, who don't know where to turn, where to go, what to do, and want to link us but aren't sure about it. I want them to hear from someone who's come from their place and knows what they're going through, how they're thinking or feeling, and get a message out to them for us. Yeah,
Yo, my man wants the link, man.
Yeah, Kalam saying he wants the link still.
Yeah,
he wants to come in.
Let him speak.
You might have to do another show though, fam.
We might have to do another one still because I want to get that message out. Danny, you there? Danny, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm there. You hear me?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard what you said still.
Yeah. Please give a little sign for them youths out watching because there's a lot of them out there still.
I'm glad you said it though, fam, because there's a lot of things going on around town, yeah, that we can be putting our energy into. You get me, fam? Right. Obviously, got my man's energy, you got all this Tottenham, Wood Green, and Edmonton thing going on, and it's like not even just to the youths, bro. Even to the man them of man's age groups, like 25 and above, 30 and above, yeah, bro. It's gonna get to the age, the point soon, yeah, where blood. It's gonna be man's kids that are gonna be getting stabbed, and they're gonna be the ones that's gonna be getting victimized on the road soon. Now, we're man are from the road, innit? And the road will always be in us, no matter how our life changes, innit? How, bruv? Like this thing, if we don't all come together now and deal with it now, my brother, what's gonna happen is this, blood. Well, we might be getting drawn back out onto the road soon, blood. Do you understand me, King? Like, as gang, as man them that's on the road, that ain't even part of gang as a people, you get me, King? Like, so we need to have more than even reach out to the youth, but we need to try and get through to man's age groups, the ones who there's a lot of man out there like us, innit, that are on this path, but they're just doing their thing individually, innit. We gotta try and reach out and stuff, but we gotta go to ends now, innit. Like Wood Green High Road, you got the library, innit, and on the weekend you have like religious speakers down there talking their thing, innit. It's like a little mini speakers corner. You might have one little group of people doing a protest, or like we gotta go out to them spots. Wood Green, go Brixton, go Seven Sisters by the bookstore, the man's bookstore, you get me? And start speaking in the ends so the youths can see us in the ends, blood. You get me? Hyde Park corner, man ain't seeing us out there, fam. We gotta go to the youths them ends like one, I'm not saying every Saturday, but if we can do it every Saturday where it might be different faces and different man then, but we gotta start being out on the street, fam. You get me?
Yeah, but anyone that's tuning in, please remember, yeah, it's very important for you to remember that we actually do have an agenda, and the agenda is to address the issues that our actual direct community and families, yeah. And unfortunately, not to say that what happens with Tony Robinson or Islam or Muslims in England does not affect us, but we got to go for what is directly taking our lives and our livelihoods away, which is these gang crimes, the black on black violence that we've got going on, the self-hate and the lack of identity that we are suffering from as a
and you know, like it's people have to understand as well, yeah. Even the Muslims listening as well, what they have to understand as well, this is bigger than even them, fam. They got to be doing the same thing amongst their own as well. Because, bro, remember, it's our local roads that are on the road right now, shelling down each other that influence society, you know, fam. You get me? So they're influencing them man there's them local Muslim man there's youths, making them want to walk in their trousers down and talk a certain way and act fake and try to go on like this, I'm bad boy so they got a part to play too. We're all gonna get caught in this mess soon, fam. Like, bro, I say 5 years. If everyone knows I'm putting in the work in 5 years, bro, it's gonna be like Chi-Town over here, cuz I'm telling the man them that now straight. Within 5 years tops, it's gonna be like Chicago over here, blood. Yeah? Cause the youth them, bruv, they're a different level now, fam. You speak to an 18-year-old now, fam.
Let me say something to that, because people say, yeah, Chirac, them man, they are bad because them more men are dying in Chirac than are dying in Iraq. I want all of the real generals to hear what I'm saying now, yeah?
Go on.
The man them in Chirac are the dumbest niggas out here, yeah? If you got a high death count, my nigga, it's not a good thing, innit? You understand? So man have to understand that man shouldn't be glorifying, yeah, the fact that man's got a high death count. It's like when niggas glorify that niggas going in jail, you get me? It's man they're not meant to get caught. So don't glorify them things there, because it's foolish. Do you understand? What I'd say about the gangs, obviously, you know, there's been where the people, the gang knows that there's been processes preparing for this, before this has even happened.
Come on.
You understand? Because man felt it in the air from a long time. We all felt it in the air from a long time. You understand? So what man's saying is, yeah, in order to go, I don't want to talk too much online because, you know, we're on an online platform. We're speaking to the whole world. We're speaking to everyone. And I know about not strategizing under the enemy's nose. You understand? But what I would say is, yeah, that there's definitely a million Brazilian cent. I already said in a G circle, if I've got to go to the ends on my own, I will. You understand? Because man have to reach the man them. There's a next side though. When we get to the man them, we have to have a certain strength. Because the man them is power. You understand? So our mobilization, our discipline, our numbers has to be right to be effective. You understand? So that is the way that I would use the speaker's corner and this whole hype. Because one thing we've got down at speaker's corner is the warrior class. Yeah, and they're still filtering down there all now. OGs from all different ends just come down to see if the gang's there or see what one. You understand? So when they see all these big numbers, if we can hold a serious G circle and make that G circle formulated about the ends, because when the young G said he wanted to do a G circle, I'm sure it was in correlation with what's happening in North London. You understand? Yeah. And there's many different parts of the community. Dean Okai, there's so many different parts of the community talking about what's happening in North London right now. So many different elders and the youth. So what needs to happen right now, I feel like this next G circle needs to be directed towards what's happening in North London. You understand? And the generals, if you're listening, 83 viewers, I know there's a couple generals out there. We need you now, innit? Because
trust me,
it's the time when the generals need to come together and set the order. Because if I don't set the order, soon these youths are gonna be they're gonna be running over man. You understand? They're gonna be running over everyone. You understand?
The power comes from the number, fam. You understand? So the more numbers we have, the more power, king. You get me? So that's why we need all the man them to come together, king.
So yeah, link us. Sorry, family, go on, family, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, one the divisions, one the differences, one the egos, one all of them things there, and look at the goal. And the goal, my man, them, yeah, it's not even about us, my G's. It's about your little brother. Just think about your little brother. Think about your nephew. Think about your son. Think about your grandson. Think about your great grandson. That's who that's the people that's gonna benefit from anything we're gonna do. We're not gonna benefit. Man, we're gonna get rich off this one, my G. So if you're looking for get rich quick scam, this ain't the place. But if you're looking to make a change, yeah, a change that can benefit for generations, then this is the time, my G's, yeah.
Okay, respect. I got three things that I want to put forward, yeah? One is, Gemini, do you want to say something? Two is, Steps, if you want to say something, get something ready. And three is, what are we doing about Kalam? Is he coming on this show or are we doing the next show?
I've really got to go. I've gone way over time. So I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to...
Yeah, I'm going to say one quick thing, yeah? All right? You see, I've only just jumped in about 5 minutes ago, all right? So I'm hearing certain things, but I've got a nephew right now, yeah, he's just kind of like he's a wild child right now. You understand where I'm coming from? Now, my sister's had him, my brother's dealt with him, I've dealt with him, my mum's dealt with him, my uncles have dealt with him, but this boy, he just ain't listening, bruv. You understand? We've done the old Jamaican punishment on him to whatever. You understand where I'm coming from? But this is very easy. Us sitting here and having the heart to want us to do things. Do you understand where I'm coming from? But there's an element of responsibility that also we have to think about as well. Are people willing to change? Do you understand where I'm coming from? That also you have to look at that as well. That's a point. Because you don't want to be.
I know what you're saying, though, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say it either, Gemini. Don't say it. But Gemini, what I would say is that when it comes to sorry to cut you down there as well, yeah. But what I would say is that when there is, for example, yeah, look at the way feds terrorize the man them, and the man them are bad for each other. You're bad for your little brother, but you're not bad for them. And the reason why that is because there's a perception of power. You understand? And so what man's saying is, yeah, there's a point where we can be so organized, so strong, yeah, that it's not a choice, fam. Because you know what, yeah, it's our youth's lives on the line. And the thing is, yeah, the reality of the matter is, when man wanna rile up and fight against man, fam, they're not fighting for nothing. There's no cause. They don't even know why they're fighting, and they've got something inside themselves telling them they're not even meant to be fighting with the man. They're meant to be fighting with the man. Us, man,
Exactly.
Gemini, King. Let me add to that point as well, Raf.
One last thing, Danny. Us, we're fighting for something, fam. You get me? We're fighting for something. We're fighting.
That's what I'm saying. Man's got the heart to do it, but like I said, when you boil it down to an individual, do you understand where I'm coming from? There's good-natured people around doing things for you all the time, trying to push you. You understand where I'm coming from, but not always going on wicked with you, like giving you the mad love. You understand where I'm coming from, and you're spitting their face. So even the amount of, like I said, I'm ex-youth worker to whatever what I'm saying. I've been on the streets. I do it live and direct, even when I'm on my own. You understand? You can ask people when they see me, because I've even up to in South Norwood a couple months ago, there was these 3 boys getting run down by about 15 youth, and me one stand up there while everyone take out their damn mobile phone. You understand? All the youth them surround me and tell them about they want to do me something. I'm trying to show them that they're all my nephew. You understand where I'm coming from? If man was running you down, you would want someone to help you, wouldn't you? You understand where I'm coming from? It's the same thing.
Gemini is going to come to the point where there's not a choice.
All right, respect. Let Malone chime in on what he was going to say, and then let's go to Step Nicely. There's another thing I wanted to ask Gemini about, but for equality of voice, I'm just trying to say, I know Danny wanted to say something. What was you going to say?
Yeah, no, bro, on what you're saying about these youths, King, yeah? You see, like, you say you've been doing youth work for a certain amount of years as well, fam, yeah? It's like, say, for example, you're doing youth work was like working in EE, for example, yeah? Like, there's always new technology coming out in it. But what I'm trying to say, these youths' mind states, bro, it's changing.
It's completely different now, bro.
You see, even us as a brothers here, we have to look at this thing scientifically.
It's different. The socialization, the technology, the everything is all goes together. It's different. It's faster. You're learning faster at younger ages.
I got to check myself. I feel like I'm still close to that. You understand me, King? In certain ways, but I'm trying to identify it and I'm fighting it. I'm scoffing myself. There's a good guy in me and a bad guy in me that are scoffing each other, blood.
Yeah.
You understand you? I'm kind of understanding these youths on a different level, but blood, you know it is, fam. We just got to know how to hack them, my brother. What worked for us or to the closest generation to you ain't gonna work for them again, my bro.
Yeah, because things change, bro.
So I'm trying to say
new operating system.
You see, like the way when I was growing up here, blood, my generation was when, like my generation, I say we started a madness, cuz we took it from here to there, and then that's when the youth just went crazy. You understand me, kid? I'm 30 now, innit? But before that, blood, we were money boys, cuz. Like, bruv, all man used to want to do, me personally, I just wanted money, cuz. I was out here for money. Do you understand? And obviously the beef kicked off and whatever, but man still wanted money. But what happened now is that the beef has grown quicker than man can get money on the road, yeah? Because they still want the money. They still want the money, yeah? But the beef is getting so hot that they can't focus on the money as much as the beef, yeah? So what's happening is this. They've got this hunger in them for money, dog. So all these flashy things on social media's out there and rare. And blood, when you're hungry for money, my brother, yeah? And you're in the end, you don't feel like you're getting it and you're angry. And you're just going to, you know what? I'm not getting respect because I ain't got money. I'm going to earn the power respect, which is I'm going to be a top striker and start chefing man up now. So man, start going on wicked because they're angry about many things. They might be angry about, a lot of them are angry about their own parents' blood. They're let down in their mother and their father, but they hold that in. But they use them are bottling so much in, cuz, yeah, that, remember, as well as them being savages, and that's the only side we're seeing to them, bruv, they're built up just like us. You know what I'm saying to you, cuz? And when people react in them type of ways, bruv, you got to have a lot of shit fucked up inside you to be acting like that. Do you understand, King?
Yep.
Yeah?
They killed my friend's son the other day, same thing.
Do you understand, bruv? It's happening, bruv. It's happening day everywhere, cuz.
My brothers, just to...
Yeah, let's keep rolling. Jets, you...
push this on...
saying.
Wait. Gemini.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Gemini.
Yo.
Yeah, there was another thing I wanted to ask from you before we went to Step Nicely, and then we addressed Callum, yeah? So I still got it on my head, the agenda. Obviously, we were talking earlier about this whole security guard for Tommy Robinson thing, and I'm going to throw you under the bus and say that you was there, innit? So tell me what your perspective of that is, if you don't mind sharing with us, because I was told
what it was for. I was told what it was for.
Okay.
Now, the perspective given to me was that it's in the interest of free speech. That's what it was. That's what the perspective that was given to me.
Can you elaborate on that though?
Well, you're talking about the protection part. You're talking about.
Sorry.
No,
you're talking about him being protected, escorted.
You said it works it's for free speech, yeah. I was just wondering if you could elaborate on how that the two correlate, the security guard role and free speech. Like, what's the?
Well, I was told that he was being protected from potential attack. You understand? In the interest of maintaining free speech and no riot, because if my man got attacked and then riot kick off, the whole thing done.
And why was that Big Brother's concern of if the whole thing's done? I'm trying to understand.
For the simple fact is, people like Marcus Garvey have come there and spoken, and black people, in a sense, would always need some kind of platform or wherever to speak.
Not really, because when you break it down,
that's what, like I said, that's the reasons given to me.
The most famous speeches of any of the black quote unquote freedom fighters, Pan-Africanists, or anything. We're not at Speaker's Corner, so I'm not going to go on like Speaker's Corner was so monumental that we got to fight tooth and nail, even put our own black brothers in harm's way for the founder of EDL. Like, what was I don't see the same intensity. So I'm trying to understand. Maybe something else was explained to you that makes it more. All right, yeah, this is something we're fighting for.
Basically, it wasn't a fighting for free speech. There's fighting for the founder of EDL to have free speech. Let's just be right up in front.
Real.
That fighting for free speech to sound like it's anyone, you know, it's very vague. You know what I'm saying? If you say, oh yes, fighting for free speech, there's no.
I didn't even hear the speech, and I even watched the speech yet. I haven't heard it or watched it yet.
The speech is irrelevant. The fact of the matter is, this is Tommy Robinson, founder of EDL. That's just the fact of the matter, isn't it? So that was what was being defended. That's who was being protected. The founder of EDL. There was black brothers put to defend the founder of EDL. So if there was a terrorist there or someone who did want to harm Tommy Robinson, what it would have meant is a black mum would have had to haul over her, bury her black son because he was defending the founder of modern day KKK.
Rasper, let's say something quickly, please. I think you guys are blowing this out of proportion, because tell me how Big Bro by himself can do protection for someone. With me, content there where they're filming, other guys there with us, so they only left Big Bro and how did you do protection? Big Bro just came on to big himself up, and you want to give him too much energy, like you want going on about it. You don't do no protection for no one.
No, what
but hold on. But his whole thing was, and I've heard this from a few people, that he had up to 40 people in.
Where were the 40 people? There's no 40 people there, bro.
No, I don't know. I'm not saying
that's not true. Yeah, I think there's something wrong because, bro, there was no. I'm trying to understand.
Big Bro himself said it. Big Bro himself. I'm queued up now. Big Bro himself said it.
Because I'm getting this thing slightly annoying me, because I'm thinking, when you're there, I'm trying to understand what's going on, because it was one Big Bro, and people I'm hearing it sounds like as if there was like 20 black brothers.
Hold on, right. Let's get to the bottom of it. Gemini.
Because I'm trying to understand.
Wait, 1 second. Because you weren't even there when they was doing this. You were just standing off to the side, according to you, Gabs. So let me speak to Gemini.
No, Gabs was, because when we was walking, Gabs was next to me, man.
Cool. All right, so Gemini. So what are you saying to me, family? Are you saying to me that there was up to 30 people, like 27 man, or not? Are you not
but I never see no holy brothers surrounding this dude.
Okay.
I saw Big Bro, like he's like as far as I was concerned, he was the one brother.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw some next.
Okay, so you
they maybe got members of that guy's crew or whoever who was protected him mostly.
Okay, so a man that was doing protection between you and the other brother that I'm not gonna name because he's not here. I've told me that there was.
Wait a minute, I wasn't doing no protection, fam.
See?
You told me you was doing protection.
No, fam. I've got my camera in my hand, blood. What are you talking about, blood? Me doing protection.
Alright, cool. 1 second.
Are you mad, blood?
Bro, yo.
Let's take it down a notch. No, man, not me, bro. No, not like that, man.
Gemini.
I'm smiling when I'm saying that, because there must be some misunderstanding, fam.
People can't air when we start getting like this. Let's keep it
No. It's not aggressively, bro. I'm laughing because I'm thinking, where did this come from, bro?
We need people to hear what we're saying. Yeah, cool. All right,
All right,
unmute
cool.
if you're not speaking.
All right, cool. I went. Listen, bro. I come there. I got my camera in my hand. You know. That's it. I ain't securing nobody. There's no security from me. You understand where I'm coming from? I'm not involved in that. That's a misunderstanding.
I just feel like there must have been a misunderstanding. Like I don't
Definitely, bro.
I don't want to throw you under the bus like that, innit? Yeah.
Well, listen,
we've had a private.
When we were standing in the park, Big Bro said to me and Cottage, "Do you want an exclusive to come and film?" Tommy come out of the van. That's what went on done.
Cool.
No security.
So
all of us was there. Listen, I've seen exactly what everybody else saw. I was walking next to content.
Me and you did have a private conversation.
He had his camera in his hand. I had my camera in my hand.
But
you
we
understand?
had a private conversation yesterday.
Yeah, but I said to you.
No, 1 second, bro. In that conversation, we were talking about why brothers were securing and making sure Tony Robinson was all right.
No, I said to you, what? This is why I said misunderstanding, yeah?
Yeah.
What I was saying to you is what Big Bro was saying, just like he was talking on the camera. Yeah.
All right, let me play the clip of Big Bro.
Hold up, let me finish, bro.
30 to 40 man. Plus,
I don't.
That's an eyewitness account, yeah, that is seen in a video, yeah, talking, standing right next to you. He's the very same man that said that, my man gathered up at least 27 man and said, come, this is what we're doing, yeah?
Make himself relevant on the day, bro. We need to understand that.
What?
He's just trying to make himself relevant on the day. There's no.
I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm not saying whether it was right or wrong. This is what he said. This is what he's given. Big Bro has given like 3 or 4 interviews on different channels about the security that he's provided for Tony Robinson. And now
that's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying. That's what I was trying to tell you yesterday.
This is in my head, yeah. Or like, where did we get this from? Yeah, Mama says on camera, 30 to 40 people that he's brought down. Yeah. Now, the next brother that's standing next to him has told me 27 man, yeah, at least we're in a V shape, yeah, around Tony Robinson to ensure his security. And you pulled me to the side and gave me the reasoning of why Big Bro was providing protection for this brother in the interest of free speech.
No, because the question
everyone's ears. Yeah,
say again.
I don't want to go into that conversation because you told me it worked for everyone's ears. So
look, the same reasons that the man has already outlined, even on camera, saying that he was providing security. That's what I was talking about. He said that he was providing security, and the reason. Hold on, let me finish, bruv. And the reasons for it was in the interest of maintaining the free speech. Do you understand what I'm saying? For everybody. That's what man was saying. So that's it. It's as basic as that, bruv. It ain't no big deal.
Do you know what it was? Yeah, what we did clarify, yeah, because even though I never said it out, I actually thought you was part of that protection convoy.
Nah, man. Come on, man. Bro.
No way,
man.
I'm not going to go like I'm disappointed that you weren't part of it. That fills me with joy. Yeah, but...
Bro, never. Yeah. You must... Listen, you will never see me working with them, man, there. Not on that level, bro.
Nah, bro. Told me and College, you want an exclusive. Come and film an exclusive.
Yeah, bro. No, man. Nah. Not into that, bro.
Clarify that you weren't part of it.
No.
Okay, cool.
Like I always come down with my camera in my hand, yeah?
Yeah.
That's how you see me.
Got that.
And I'm glad you weren't holding it down either. Still, I'm glad, man. I'm glad.
I want to call on Step, man. I want to hear Step's any views and thoughts on the youths or even this incident that we've been chatting about. If anyone wants to come
we've been on this thing for a couple hours now, and I've missed it.
Yeah, I ain't got that.
Well, that's so much right now. Look, let's step. Go ahead, bro.
And I ain't really got nothing to say. You man,
Cool. That's all right. All right, fam. I reckon we got to wrap this up. Still, if Callum wants to come in and defend himself and all that, we'll have to do that at the next show. Still,
Speaker's Corner, bro.
Say again?
These men are knock you out in the pub if they drink too many Stellas, bro. What are you talking about? Free speech. The men are talking about we need to remember our history.
Bro, man said that on camera. That's what I'm saying. He said it on camera. So it's the same thing. That's all I'm talking about.
Them man there. See, when it comes to free speech, yeah, just keep coming to G Circles AR23. That's what.
You know why I love this. You know why I love this. You know one reason why I do love this though is because the Muslims can see we was fighting these G Circle. We was fighting these black brothers, but when you see them white man come and they're really cussing everything, I see a video where old white man was going in, black, yeah, like he was completely disrespectful, black. Then you can see who the real enemy is. You get me? Because
that's it.
I fight I and I peaceful builders of I and I's nation. Yeah.
What?
One side, fight us, and now you can see. You understand? Now you can see. That's
Look, I'm learning, bedroom.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's it, man. Let's wrap this up, man. We don't want to keep people too long. Just reminding people that we're there next Sunday. Anyone wants to link up with the gang? Come link up with the gang.
Sunday,
Get me?
yeah. Scream about Sunday, family.
Sunday.
Sunday, what people come and link up.
Yo, Red Pill.
Yeah, man. Touch one, touch all, man. G.Circle's gonna run this Sunday. Speakers Corner, getting nice and early. We're gonna stick together. We're gonna be together. We're gonna reason meet. You know what I mean? Bring. Let us know. We want know social media names and everything, so we can all link up online and everything. You get me? So let's unify, family. Let's keep this real. Let's keep this 100. Let's keep it moving. And yeah, we've touched on the subject now, so we'll leave it. Maybe possibly we might revisit and let Cameron get his 2 pence out. But until then, peace, family. Let the tune play. Let the tune play.
Yo, gents, shall I play that Red Pill chill track?
Yeah, man. Let it play, man. Let it play.
Books and bandanas. Cops are the ops. That's our first speech.
We used to be some warriors, brothers, just looking weak now. Police brutality on the youngest, they're knocking teeth out. Fitting revolution, there's nothing for us to speak about. Open up a days, how much you make out. Used to be some warriors, brothers, just looking weak now. Police brutality on the youngest, they're knocking teeth out. Fitting revolution, there's nothing for us to speak about. Open up a days, how much you make out. When it comes to real ops, you never back. Killing your own kind is a gang. When it comes to real ops, never bang. Killing your own kind is a gang. It's on, and you just pull out your phone. I know you're pussy. Put a burner to officer's dome. A roast is cookie. It could be his first day on the job. I ghost rookies. I ain't crib. I'm down to set trip. I'm a low cookie.
Yo.
These young bucks are dying. Roads they don't own cocaine, diamonds, and rose gold. They cocoa, put brown babies in chokeholds. Broken bones and cocos are getting so old. We should be linking up from the Emma to Croydon, wrapping up the Croydon, mashing up this Croydon. Michael take on the army if they deploy them. That's why they try to keep us sedated with all this poison. Pull your fist up and recognize. Keep targeting the kids if we let them slide. I ain't telling lies, they got our differences weaponized. As long as cops are your ops, you're a friend of mine. Used to be some warriors, brothers just looking weak now. Police brutality on the youngest, they're knocking teeth out. Fitting revolution, there's nothing for us to speak about. Open up a place, how much you make out. Used to be some warriors, brothers just looking weak now. Police brutality on the youngest, they're knocking teeth out. Fitting revolution, there's nothing for us to speak about. Open up a place, how much you make out. When it comes to real ops, you never bang. Killing your own kind is a gang. When it comes to real ops, you never bang. Killing your own kind is a gang. They hate us cause they ain't us and they ain't us. Minors, we majors, don't try us, we dangerous. Flameless, never tame shit. We throwing fire at the lamest. I aim to blaze it, rearranging the ages' faces. Never need fresh prints, we keep it aces. Before the bells air, my uncle filled in the basics. I burn these fools with fatigue tools. Run up on the free stooges till they keep.
Mad. You can find this tune on Red Pill Trill SoundCloud. Yeah. I'm gonna keep on playing it, and you're gonna hear the end of my man's verse as well. I'm gonna read up the verse, kind of verse is mad. But you can find the tracks on Red Pill Trill SoundCloud, and this tune is in honor of what's his name? Uncle Jamal. Is it? No, it's not Uncle Jamal. What's the guy's name, man?
Uncle Omar.
Uncle Omar. This is in honor of Uncle Omar. Yeah. Uncle Omar. Right. Yeah. Cops are the ops and all of that good ops.
But let me just say, yeah, all props and that will be withdrawn as soon as the officer's face stops being swollen. Then we're back to square one again. Oh my! While the officer's got like a little coke on his face and that, man, they rate you. As soon as man has healed up and back on the job, yeah, you're washed. You're
rating. You don't have to do it like every week. I want to see that stick. Yeah? But yeah, let's get back into the track.
Respect.
Yeah.
You get the email.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna ask him right now during the middle of the chat.
I know. I was wondering.
I was trying to catch him before. Whatever, man. Go play the track.
Nah, enough love for that though. Differently, you know you're old.
You lot just fucked up the whole thing, man.
This is the first time I come on this fucking thing and the man think I'm working for fucking these man. Them man there. I can't believe it, bro. I've never come on this thing before.
I wonder some security guard, man.
Nah, blood. Leave that alone.
I speak over the man, so I'm gonna mute all of them. Everyone
I'm just glad Gemini's vexed. I'm glad he's vexed.
Do this for my people. Essence. Yo, this tune makes Mike's teeth. If you want white teeth like Mike, yeah, don't get Colgate, don't get the that black thing. Just listen to this tune every morning, and your teeth will be white like Mike. Open up, place and watch your make out. Used to be some warriors, brothers just looking weak now. Police brutality on the youngers, they're knocking teeth out. Fair revolution, there's nothing for us to speak about. Open up, place and watch your make out. When it comes to real ops, never bang. Killing your own kind is a gang. When it comes to real ops, never bang. Killing your own kind is a gang. Rob, man, we didn't steal lots. Let them shots bang until the steel's hot. And brother, man, is still hot. No need to talk about that we still got. Still got my brothers in the steel box. Scream for the youngest getting killed off. We ain't been diseased by them ill cops. Real G's got beef with the real ops. For your brother, man, your auntie. Pigs coming, man, I dancing like a shanty. Don't be fronting like no bad breed. When it's time to face out, you turn Gandhi. Yeah, we want peace, but we still got the peace if they want peace. Squash the peace, baby, squash beef. Used to be some warriors, brothers just looking weak now. Police brutality on the youngers, they knocking teeth out. Fair revolution, there's no doubt. Open up, place and watch your make out. Used to be some warriors, brothers just looking weak now. Police brutality on the youngers, they knocking teeth out. What's this shot?
Fair revolution, there's nothing for us to speak about. Open up, place and watch your make out. When it comes to real ops, never bang. Killing your own kind is a gang. When it comes to real ops, never bang. Killing your own kind is a gang.
Mad. That's sick, fam. What?
Just letting man know that the link is in
about.
the chat, yeah? If you want to download it from my SoundCloud for free, the link is in the chat. Just follow that, and you lot are good. And obviously, the video is on Mixtape Madness. If you want to go on Mixtape Madness and search for that video, you can watch the visuals yourself in your leisure in HD, and just leave a little gang there, yeah? Big up.
Yeah, man. Peace out, people, man.
Got MP5 on that track, and big up that Ute Fire as well.
Gang.
Gang.